Right, I got a joke.
What a surprise.
What do you call a man with no arms and no legs in a swimming pool?
Bob.
Yeah.
Is it just like a constant reel of Marlon's shit jokes?
Well, I got told I had to come in with one.
Yeah.
Oh, go on then.
Well, how many lips does a flower have?
I don't know.
2 lips.
Oh.
I'll see myself out.
I didn't find that remotely funny. Don't even know why that was appropriate. Right, fucking hit it, Marlon, let's go.
Good evening, Internet.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of In the Doghouse. There's a bit of radio voice I had on there. Hello there.
How you getting on down there?
Smooth Jazz Hour with Reg and Marlon.
How you getting on?
We should do like an after hours segment.
Maybe a soul train.
Maybe shut them doors and turn them lights down. I don't know where we're going with this bit.
Maybe we a bit of karaoke we could do on these.
We could, I reckon. I think glass would shatter and cats would die.
Everyone would leave and all the listeners would revolt.
Dissipate quite quickly. Anyway, enough of our fucking random bullshit talk. Who have we got on tonight, Marlon?
We got Tom on tonight.
Hello, boys.
How you getting on?
Wonderful, mate. How are you?
Oh, we're always living the dream down here in the doghouse.
We are well. What do you think of the much spoken about and elusive and mysterious doghouse?
It's fucking majestic, isn't it?
Majestic. I've never heard majestic
I like
before.
that.
It's. Do you think it's understated, or is it like I always say, £10 of shit in a £5 bag?
I'd say £10 of shit in a £7.50 bag.
Oh, so it's just squeezing it in there.
Yeah.
Tesco value sort of style.
Then passing.
Thanks, everyone. Tom's been great. Right then, shall we kick us off then? How has your fucking week been, mate?
Pretty shite. I'm not going to lie. Work, horrendous. The usual sort of stuff.
Just shit.
Just having to wake up in the morning, go to work, fix other people's shit, and then come home.
Marlon, you know that life.
I'm all about that life, yeah, unfortunately.
It's fucking hideous. So, you enjoy episode of The Doghouse come out today?
It was amazing. I learned a lot about both of you.
Sadly.
That you are some sort of Chinese
He's a
fiend.
criminal.
A Chinese fiend.
Chinese fiend.
I'm not like
Some sort of weird
genocidal maniac. I'm sorry, killing
weird leader.
Make it sound like I'm killing. What's his name? Not Attila the Hun. Genghis Khan. That's it. Just going killing Chinese. No, just
And
eat it.
shagging the rest of the world. Like,
Well, my younger years were elusive. We shan't talk about those.
What about you, mate? Good week?
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, just sort of kind of average, really. It's not really much content there, is there, if I'm honest? But I tell you what I did do this week, right?
Did you put your balls in a vice?
I knew that we want to get the anything in the Vice Reg thing going again, but unfortunately, I have nothing to report on the Vice front.
Well-
No, that's a lie. It's not an incredibly interesting story, but it's all I fucking got. All right, so bear with me, listeners.
Shock.
So I was helping a mate of mine with a bit of a job. And tech screws, you know what they are. Anyone who's listening doesn't know what a tech screw is. Just a screw with a little drill bit on the end, and it bores a hole in metal as you drill it through.
usually put it on the impact driver.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Now, of course, I had these old cladding tech screws. I told you I was going to turn the Elton John off, but we're too far into it now, so we're just going to keep with it. Sorry, listeners. Elton John, that's what I call it. The blues is on in the background. Anyway, so I've got these sort of old cladding screws, tech screws.
They've got some funny thing on the top.
They've got
haven't
a plastic cap on them. Now, they're 12-siders. What?
Oh.
So, of course, who...
So it's like, it's going to round.
I didn't have a 12-sided socket to hand in my mate's shop. So I was like, what am I going to do here? And then I thought, well, surely underneath there must be like an 8mm 6-sider. Now, I went with the more sensible approach of I'd try and cut the plastic off. But when I needed about 40 of them and I did 2 of them in about 5 minutes, I thought this is going to be quite a long job. So what did I do? What would you do to get the plastic off something very fast?
Fire.
Blowtorch! just there, just burning the fuck out of them. And then when I went to screw them in and the head snapped off, I really couldn't work out why it happened. As soon as it caught the first thread into the steel, the head just went ping. And then he's got this like shank just stuck in the metalwork. What have you fucking done to these? Oh, I got them like glowing hot to get the fucking plastic off the top. Yeah, so that's what went in the vice this week. Other than that, I have leaves. Leaves have been a big problem this week. This is like
I can.
Oh,
yeah,
mate, have you got a tree overhanging yours?
No,
it's
just the cars coming into work.
Oh,
lift up the bonnet, leaves everywhere.
It's not so much the leaves on the car. I'm not too worried about that. The P38s have shed and the big just constantly has a speckling of shit on it at the moment, so I can't be bothered to clean the damn thing. Leaves. I have a really, really big tree overhanging the back garden here, and every autumn it gets worse because the tree is growing and I can only swing the chainsaw so high over my head. So allegedly. Yeah. Health and safety, HSE executive, please don't listen to this. So the leaves are covering my garden constantly, and obviously if the leaves are on the garden, it kills grass because science and nature and shit. Yeah. So I used to rake the leaves. Past 3 years, I've raked the fucking things. And have you ever raked leaves before?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. It is the worst job in the world. I hate gardening at the best of times. If it was up to me, I'd block pave the whole fucking lot and let the dogs shit on the pavings.
Yeah.
But they won't. And the missus like,
Yeah.
You know how they get squawky and
exactly the same, mate. I said I ripped the whole shit up, put AstroTurf down, we'll move on.
Yeah, that's what.
Can't do that.
Of course, we live on a vaguely new estate where you got like 2 inches of topsoil underneath that. There's like cinder blocks and building rubble. You take a blade out on the lawnmower,
whatever you want to fucking
horrendous
stink down underneath it.
So I come up with this genius idea, and I think it's proper fucking ingenious.
Genius.
It is. Genius. It is genius. All right.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Mow the fucking leaves.
Like mulch them.
Yeah, no, I mean, I put the deck like as far down as it could. I've literally just been going round and just mowed the leaves. And it goes into the collection thing at the back. Just mow them up. My neighbours are all very fucking confused as to why I'm mowing the lawn once a fucking day in the middle of November, but... Is that cunt at it again? They're like, fuck you, leaves, eat this bitch.
I like that that is ingenious.
I'm not gonna lie,
that's
fantastic.
I like that.
It is not doing the grass a world of good. I won't lie.
To be fair, your grass is fucked.
Yeah, as listeners may know, anyone that's been in the doghouse knows that we just piss off the edge of the patio, fuck the neighbours. They've got a direct line of sight to it. So yeah, grass is fucked anyway. But yeah, it's brilliant. Honestly, I have fun doing it because I'm there. It's like, yeah, fuck raking and fuck you leaves. The thing is, every day there's a fresh batch of leaves for me to mow.
You would have thought someone would come up with maybe a leaf collection device.
Yeah, that was it. I thought like leaf blowers, I think, are the biggest waste of fossil fuel on this planet.
So I don't want to blow them, I want to suck them.
Yeah.
Yes, Daddy.
Hi, puppy. You weren't quick enough on the button. There we go. Why am I embracing the soundboard? Usually I'm just like slapping your hand.
I'm trying to be, after listening to a few of the episodes, maybe I've been a little bit over keen on the soundboard.
Drive, I cut half of it out, so if you think you're being over keen, then you should be doubly down on that shit.
Yeah.
I'm joking. Don't change yourself, boo. Yeah, that's me. I've been melting shit and mowing leaves. It's been a good week, and I've very much enjoyed myself. I am a piece of shit, Tom.
You've quickly gone from my week was really average to my week was fucking great because I just chopped leaves up.
I just thought about like what I've done this week, like work wise. Oh, it's fucking boring. And then I
chopped some fucking leaves.
I'm having the greatest fun just mowing leaves. So anyone out there, if you've got to rake your garden and you don't really care about your grass, put the fucking deck of the lawnmower on the floor and just mulch them motherfuckers up. Obviously, you still need somewhere to put them, but I have now invested in a compost bin because I'm a middle-class white male. And I'm like, oh, look at my compost. It's coming along so well. Half of it is dog shit, mind you. So, literal dog shit. So I don't know what I'm going to put that on. Probably chuck it in the back of my slurry tank or something. But yes, anyway.
Human shit.
Yeah, well, has anyone shit in the garden yet?
Oh, I'm 2 beers in.
We're getting there, boo. No one's shit in my garden, have they? Not to my knowledge, anyway. And that's how I'd like to keep it.
Yeah,
to be fair.
Sounds like a challenge.
No, behave yourself, 2 beers. Right, Marlon. Anyway, so enough about me mowing leaves. How's your week been?
Week's been alright. To be fair, constant at work, obviously. Land Rovers, yeah, break a lot. I have cut in the downstairs.
Oh.
And it's done.
Hang on, wait, haven't you painted downstairs like once already?
Yeah, I rolled it. It didn't cut in.
What? What? When? Hang on, is this when you painted the wall purple? Have you got a purple room? Am I imagining this?
You're imagining that, yeah.
You have a red kitchen.
Yeah, red kitchen.
Like an absolute crazy
that's another
bastard.
thing.
Oh, and another thing,
She
Reg.
said that the other day, actually, we're going to redo the kitchen. And I was like,
What?
no, we're fucking not. That's been painted 12 months. You got to live with that. You pick the colour. You pick the colour of the wall.
It's a bold colour as well.
Yeah. I said it's not a good idea at the time. It's not a good idea.
It's
but
not.
would she
it's
listen?
It's
No.
not my house. It's nothing for me to worry about. It's a strong colour.
Yeah.
I know.
it is
I know
like
she's going to listen to this and all.
red alert
Big Chief.
red.
It is Basement Jack's red alert red.
Yeah. Like, she said, we're going to change that. No, we're fucking not. You got 3 years left of that.
3 years, mate. You put time
that's
on
it.
it and all.
Yeah, that's it.
That's how long your investment
That was
lasts.
the conversation ended there. But yeah,
Good on you for putting your foot down.
So when
Well
do
done.
you paint the kitchen?
in
You
3
ain't
years.
getting away with fuck all.
No, in 3 years. That's it.
You'll be painting that tomorrow.
He'll be cutting in
No.
next week.
No.
100%. I'm going to message her now and go, he's been talking shit.
He's been in that doghouse talking smack about you again, boo.
No, it's 3 years. I don't like the colour of the cabinets. You wanted them grey. They are grey.
No, I changed their mind with a fucking wind, don't
Yeah.
they? That's a problem.
And the thing is, I don't
Women.
fucking
Who'd
care.
have them? Spunkle's idea of the big gay house looks more and more enticing every day.
Every day.
We really should get him on to explain the big gay house.
Yeah.
I won't do it now. Listeners, don't worry. It's coming.
Yeah.
Um.
So
Tell me more what you were cutting in.
cutting in the downstairs, which has been it's just been like rollered for the last month and a half.
Is that the Is that the living room or the entrance hall?
Entrance hall.
Oh, you have a dining room as well, don't you?
Oh no, dining room and living room are done because I did them like 2 years
Yeah, I remember you
ago.
doing them. Yeah.
So that's all done. Basically, we're done now. Little bit more gloss to do, but we're done.
Oh, glossing. Fuck that. I suck a dick.
Yeah. And do not buy Dulux one coat non-drip gloss. It's not one coat. It's 3 fucking
Oh,
coats.
fuck.
It's bullshit.
So, what gloss did you go for in the end? God, this is fucking podcast
that's
gold.
that's what I went for.
Oh, that's what you. You
Yeah.
didn't change.
No,
oh, you
there's-
see.
the thing is,
I've
one-
paid for it. I'm gonna fucking
Yeah,
use
I'm going to
it.
use it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Did it drip though?
Yeah, it did.
It did.
Yeah.
Fuck Jula.
It's
Yeah,
bullshit.
Fuck
bullshit.
you. Yeah, no, Dulux, fuck you. I don't want your sponsorship.
Yeah, so this
Next
week's
week we'll-
hashtag, can we have a fuck Stu?
Next week we've sold out. We're like, you should try Dulux new Matte Emulsion Magnolia one coat. Marlon's like, it is one coat, really? Just there covered in gold chains and shit.
Yeah, that's it. So fuck Dulux. To be fair, that is nearly all I've done this week. I got the bike out again. Literally just to get it warm. I did a lap around the block and realised it's too cold, so I put it back in the shed.
Fair weather biker, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't like the rain, the cold.
I don't blame you, it sucks.
Don't they call it bitch biker?
Oh.
Yeah, that is one term used. Yeah,
Sorry, I'm feeling brave. 2 beers.
or you got Barbie biker.
Oh.
Oh, you're playing the game. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I am a fair weather biker. Sun's out, I'm keen. If it's raining, if it's wet, if it's cold, I got a car, it's got a heater.
Yeah. I know, that's exactly, I have no interest in donating my organs at a young age, so that's why I don't do it.
Young age, mind.
Shut up, fucking. By the time I'm going to be 28 by the time this comes out. Old man now. Old man Reggie. Back in my day. Oh, right. Okay, that's enough for fucking...
No, wait a minute. I've got...
Sorry, I cut you off there, didn't I?
We're moving on from my week.
All right.
My proper, exuberant, exciting week.
We're
going on to...
one drip or whatever it was.
Have you seen
Here we
the
go.
Island Boys?
I've heard about them. Is that the ones with they got the hair all like,
That's it. Tom,
weird?
have you seen them?
Are these like the TikTok? Like,
I think
they're-
so.
yeah, right,
They're covered in
so-
tattoos and they're twins, aren't they?
Yeah.
oh, just those fuckwits. Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck is that about? Why are we publicising this?
Is it the ones that just go Ireland boy?
I'm Island Boy.
But aren't they not? I'm not being funny. Aren't they from Florida?
Yeah.
Oh, so they're related, but also fuck each other.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like Florida man, you know.
Yeah, those ones.
Florida is like its own country compared to the
Yeah.
rest of the US. They don't want to be involved with Florida.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh, what? I'm not being funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that,
Thank you to producer Titch for bringing up the photo of the fuck boys.
They stuck a finger in a socket, don't they?
Yeah.
What a pair of fucking plums.
What is that about? Why are people watching this? Why are people like...
I think it's a weird factor, isn't it? They look weird, and they're doing something kind of. I don't know. I don't know. It's just fucking odd, isn't it?
And what's worse, it's just realised in my head, I'm now...
You have promoted them.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've shouted out to all of our listeners who are now going to go look them up
Right,
and
please
now watch.
don't.
Yeah, don't do it to yourself. Just Google the image. Don't watch their TikToks.
Except from that one French listener, you can fucking watch them.
Oh no, we lost them. He's
I've
gone.
actually
Ta-da.
lost them.
Yeah.
Gone. Oh, we've really done a number on them. Who are we going to pick on next? The Dutch.
No, I'm not picking on... No, I love the Dutch. I'm not picking on any countries anymore.
Oh, we've got some facts on the Island Boys here. Oh my god. Right.
They both shag dogs.
Their real names are Alex and Frankie. They don't look like an Alex or a Frankie. Age 20. Date of birth.
They're 20, mind.
Yeah, they're 20. Born in 2001. That's terrifying. TikTok followers 300 combined. Instagram followers 740.
They've got 300 followers.
No, 3 million. Sorry.
Right.
Instagram
I was
followers.
going to say we're bigger than them. Jesus Christ.
740,000 YouTube subscribers 35,000. One thing, right? I think
So, right, basically, we need to grow some dreadlocks.
yeah, and then
Start singing some shit
I'm
song.
not like dreadlocks. I like combed out dreadlocks almost, aren't they? I'm probably going to get done for cultural. Not misappropriation.
To be
or some
fair, I
bollocks.
have no idea. If we have some shit hair,
They do look like they've got shit. I tell you who they look like. Sideshow Bob.
yeah.
Yes.
They do look like Sideshow Bob.
Yeah.
When he steps on those rakes. Remember that? Or one of the kids from the Jackie from the Rugrats. Titch here with the fucking pictures. Right, so one thing to say about them. They call themselves Island Boys. But they're from
Island boy.
but they're from Florida. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. As much as America, I'm sure, would love of Florida to be an island, it's not. It's actually a fucking peninsula.
Correct.
So I think these motherfuckers are going to need a lesson from Reg in geography. So fuck them fucking pricks.
Also, Demo Ranch, Matt Carricker, did a lovely impersonation of them, so go and check that out.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Is that on YouTube or?
It was on his Facebook page. I assume it's on YouTube.
It's on
Yeah.
Instagram as well. It's fair. Sweet,
Yeah.
sweet.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's...
So, you've heard us before. We're going to dive into the guest questions.
Oh, it's become real.
Let's go get real.
Yeah, it's now directed at you.
I hope you're prepared.
Right, so, go to drink.
Oh, I tell you what, I kind of side with Reg a little bit. With if I go to the pub and there's a cunty IPA on, I'm gonna pick an IPA.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
wow.
Yeah, it's
I
nice.
love a like what you'll find out from the guest beer a bit later. I like a beer that's not anywhere else.
Right.
Like a real, you go away somewhere local and they've got a local beer on. I'm gonna drink that.
Yeah,
rather
something
than-
you've never heard of before.
Yeah, or again, I then may side with you because I quite like a Budweiser or a Bud Light
Yeah.
because I can't drink worse shit.
You're halfway between an absolute scumbag and mild ideal person, so I don't really know where that lands you.
That's middle class, isn't it?
Yeah, slap bang in the middle. If me and Marlon had a kid, which I am trying to talk him into, then that would be you.
I don't think it works like that, mate.
If we just try hard enough, Marlon, when you're not doing it right.
You're definitely the receiver.
Who is the fuck?
Me feel so strongly that me exit all would
It
always
always be
remain
me
me exit
exit
all
all.
and never become me entry all.
So out of that answer, I've now by proxy become the love child of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, it was
That's what happens.
That was a politician's answer. He pleased both of us in our own way. Yeah, well done. Well done, you.
Jesus.
I like it. Right, go on then. What is what is your ideal night in or night out?
Oh, my ideal night in, I do love a good put a film on with the missus, lying down on the sofa, and then I don't end up watching the film. And no, it's not because I'm fucking ploughing 10 shades out of my missus. It's because I end up sitting there watching fucking TikToks, no doubt the Island Boys, or and thinking, oh, look at these fucking bunch of degenerate fuckwits. But again, a bit like with Marlon, then fed into it because
Yeah,
I've
that's the
gone,
problem.
here, look at this. And then I've clicked on their page and I'm 45 videos deep before I suddenly look at myself and go, I fucking hate you.
What are you doing?
What are you
You
doing?
disgusting human being. Night out wise, I've not been out. I reckon my last night out was Kudos.
Oh.
And that was,
Man of culture in our midst.
5 years.
5 years.
Like, before COVID was even a thing. And
To be fair, in all honesty, I probably haven't been to Kudos in a similar time frame. It's got.
I feel like 5 years is too, like, close to now. For Kudos.
it's still too.
Every so often I still cough up herpes.
We're gonna get a brand. We're gonna get a brand deal with Kudos.
No, we are not. We have a guest called Kudos Keith, and all he says about it is how shit it is. There's not a chance.
Right. So, most mental thing to happen on a night out.
Oh, I tell you what, I've got a fucking good one for this.
Come on, then. Let's be having it.
I went on a boys' holiday when I was 21, around that age, 20, 21. Just, I'll give you the basis of the story first before I go in depth. I yeeted a flip-flop at a stripper's head.
You've got him bold with a punchline.
Yeah. Right, so I
need to know.
Yeah.
You can't just leave me hanging with that.
Not at all. So I went away to somewhere in Greece. I can't remember where. I don't really want to remember where. And just the whole holiday consisted of just getting fucking annihilated every day. I nearly died.
Like proper lads holiday.
I nearly died. First night, I overshot how much I could actually drink and woke up choking on my own vomit. But good, I woke up, so, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
And then one of the nights, my missus is going to fucking kill me.
No, she'll be fine. She understands. It's before her time.
Yep. So allegedly, I took someone back and had a jolly good game of tic-tac-toe with her.
Hide the sausage.
Yeah, in her ass. And apparently at 4 o'clock in the morning, the lads that you're on holiday with decide, this is ample time for strip club. So
oh no,
we went for a fucking wild walk, got to a strip club where there was one very skinny Jamaican man sat outside telling us that this was the best nightclub you've ever been to.
No spray, no lay, no splash, no gas.
Yeah.
We got those. We've had those in Prague. Boys, this is the best strip club in all of Prague. Come here, boys. You have seen a woman vagina like you have never seen before in here, my son.
Are you like a ham toasties? That was not Jamaican. That was fucking awful.
It was somewhere.
Somewhere out of the Caribbean,
Central Africa.
Someone who's like immigrated.
Yeah, I go for the Ugandan feel because they are generally Uganda. But carry on. Sorry, I'm taking away from your story here.
So yeah, he sort of said, "You want to come in?" We went, "Yeah. How much?" He went, "For you boys, nothing." We were like, "Fuck me, all right." For a strip club, I mean, you go to Bristol and go out to Urban
quid,
Tiger or whatever the fuck it's called. 20 quid to get in.
Or whatever it's called.
I don't know what it's called.
I've never been there before.
Never been to a strip club. I love you, my wonderful, devoted girlfriend. Never looked at another girl that I looked at like
suck
you.
on them, me jammy.
Yeah, so we went in, got a free drink as well. So fucking great, free piss. Walked in, got a free drink.
Free drink and free entry.
Yeah.
Where? I'm going to need grid references for this place later on.
Yeah,
Somebody has some big dicks.
So we went in there. There was fucking no one else in there. And we thought, all right, great. We're either going to die or be sex trafficked out of the country. Either way, I'm happy because sex trafficked, sure, I'm clearly attractive enough to be sex trafficked and paid.
Keen or no,
like this job's fucked. And then all of a sudden, 6 women come down, titties hanging out, fucking all sorts, and they just
Rock
go,
of them.
"Hey, you want dance? Or well, you're not Greek, are you?"
What sort of grade are we looking at here? Are we
Like on a scale of 1 to 10?
No,
or
TripAdvisor.
TripAdvisor.
TripAdvisor. Fuck me.
Are we
The ones
talking
that-
C-section scars all the fuck? No offense to the girls out there, but
I'm talking like
Jesus Christ.
these birds had a fanny like a punch lasagna
Oh.
and an arsehole like an empty headlock.
that's a new one. That's a new one.
But it's 5 o'clock in the morning. You're
You get-
absolutely fucking battered.
Yeah, 2 looks like a 10, doesn't it?
So immediately I just go straight for the anorexic looking one because she's going to make me feel good about myself. And it's not her that wants me, it's me that wants her. Yeah, sure, great. Mm-hmm. Went up, started having a dance, whatever, and she goes, "Baby, this is not England, you can touch." I was absolutely gobsmacked. So I look over at one of my mates who's there, fucking hands full, all sorts. She turns around to me and she says, "What time do you go home?" I said, 20 minutes. She went, "I'll come back with you." Ace.
Get on there, Shag.
This is the easiest graft I've ever done for a girl. And I'm fuck ugly, so a graft for me is like...
Boo, don't do yourself
months.
down. You're a slightly better looking Marlon.
Yeah.
He does look like a cross between me and you and all, doesn't he?
Oh, for fuck's
Love
sake.
child.
Hang on, wait.
becoming a reality.
Has your mum and my dad been at a summit on the quiet?
I'll ask her. I'll give her a message.
I'll ring him on the
Yeah.
soundboard in a minute. Dad!
We've got this cunt in who looks just like me and Marlon.
Where
like some sort of mutant breed between us.
Where were you in 92?
So I went over to my mate and I said, "Fuck, I'm in here, mate." And he went, "Fucking me too." I told her 20 minutes and she said, "Oh, I'll come home with you." So we thought, fucking ace. Started walking back, all good. Got back in. I passed the fuck out. Didn't actually get anything from it.
You were pieced out.
Yeah.
So she
whiskey
come
dick
back
all
with
the
you.
fuck.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. I know the pain, man.
Yeah, whiskey dick all the fuck. Woke up at 2 hours after we got back in, and I can hear my mate giving her the best 3 inches
Yeah,
in
you
2.5
like.
minutes worth of her fucking lifetime. Fell back
Yes,
asleep.
Daddy.
Woke up. The bird I brought home wasn't there anymore, and I was like, "Oh well, whiskey dick. Can't blame it. She's got money to earn and kids to feed, probably."
Probably.
So I fucking sit up and I'm there fucking, I'm fucked. And I looked out and I could hear rummaging. And I looked over and his fucking stripper was there fucking
shit.
giving it the old, "What the fuck have you been bringing over from the UK?" Grabbed my phone. So I'm shit with money as well. So if I took out all the money I took on holiday, I'd have spent it all in one go
Yeah.
on strippers to make them love me and come home with me. So I catch her going through all of my money that's in my bag.
Oh.
Most normal people would pick up something fucking heavy and be like, "Hey, fucking have that." Not me. I picked up my fucking Primark fucking flip flops
Primarily.
and yeeted this flip flop at her. And I shit you not, she gave me the most evil Lithuanian fucking laugh.
Like a cackle.
And just gave me the finger and went, "I win!" and fucked off out of the room
Did she take your scratch
with
for you?
€650
Oh, shit.
worth it. It was worth it just to see that fucking fit, because it was like, again, ugly as fuck. Sports fucked. I can't throw in a straight line. I can't walk in a straight line. 2 beers in, I can't look in a straight line. I fucking launched this
All
flip flop
send.
and it absolutely pinged middle of the eyes. Like, you'd have been proud with that fucking AR you've been running with. But she just looked at me with no sort of upset, like, "Oh my God, this horrible English boy has just thrown a slipper at me." She just laughed and went, and off she fucked.
That's a money well spent.
Like I say, now, best story of my life. At the time,
Crushing defeat.
Yeah.
And
Crushing
I don't know how I'm going to get through this
A,
holiday.
didn't fuck a stripper, B, got robbed by a stripper,
But now,
and then had to ring me old man and say, "Can you send me 650 quid? I've been robbed by a stripper."
how did that go down?
Not as bad as you think.
You'll laugh
to the
about
old
it
man.
one day, Jürgen.
I think it just came back with, "You silly cunt.
That's such a Somerset response.
Here's,
as well, isn't it?
here's some money." But yeah, apart from that, my life's pretty boring.
My God, that is one of that is. I reckon that might go out a limit and say that's going to be the best fucking story we've had. It's upset a few of our guests with that. It's fucking brilliant. My fucking cheek muscles are aching like fuck.
I tell you what, you telling me that was the best story you've had, I'm semi-about at the minute.
I fucking
Keen on
just half master.
I know I'm your son, but is it weird?
So that was fire.
Oh, my face hurts.
Yeah.
I've just had
Relax the muscles a little
I've
bit.
had to chuck the dog out. We've had a little pause. I've chucked the dog out and I still fucking laugh. Oh, okay. I've not even had about this. My second beer. I'm not even. It's only my second beer. Like it's a beer and a sip, and I'm fucking. Oh. Right. Okay. Compose oneself. Marlon, please continue.
So now, somebody I can actually talk a little bit of gaming to.
Oh, Hello.
So
Hi,
you got
Daddy.
a rig.
Yes, I have. Yeah, I've actually managed to regrow my virginity back. I did lose it in the first place, just for the record. But I've done the impossible. I've grown it back.
So a little bit like me with my setup.
Yeah, but not like based around a 90-year-old man. Mine's more around a 15-year-old that plays Fortnite and has just discovered wanking.
Tissues on the computer desk and all. Yeah, I know the ones.
So you're computer based.
Yes.
And
Newly. Only about,
okay.
about 9 months.
So you were a console before.
Yeah, and then I just went
Xbox or PlayStation?
I was PlayStation.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I found you an original Xbox the other day and you told me to go fuck myself, you don't want it.
Yeah, man, you need that thick boy.
It was
that's
the
not-
thickest of boys.
I'm not ready yet.
Are you going for the black one or the clear one?
Black one.
Get the clear
This was the
one.
black one.
Yeah,
I like the black one, but the clear one's
I'm
bomb.
not quite there yet. I don't want that yet.
Come on, you're going to do it at some point. You're just going to have to work your way
What do you
up
mean
to
you're not
modern
there
day.
yet? Surely you can buy it, put it on a shelf and put it on there when you fucking feel like it.
Yeah, I could.
Mr. I invest in everything from my childhood. Right now, like £1.
Yeah, I actually went out of my way to try and find you it. I found you it and then you went, nah, I don't want it, mate.
He's a
That's
piece
it.
of
You
shit.
did, obviously, when we were down in...
You are not my
This was-
father.
You did try to ring me, and I was like, I just can't even talk at the minute.
He was. I remember I said, Tom ring, you said, yes, you try to talk about games. Yes. I was like, no, I drive,
And
no
this
worries.
was like 1 in the afternoon.
well, we're going to
Yeah,
say,
so I went for a suit fitting. Not just
Cut the
shits and
balls and
giggles, but
I had nothing better to do, so I went
yeah,
there.
I just wanted to.
The man groped my bollocks.
I just wanted to get touched up by a bloke who deals in suits.
Again.
Any human contact will do, drive.
Literally, like I'm suffice to sit with one fucking woman now for the rest of my life. So I just thought, fuck it, I'm gonna get this bloke to touch me up.
Keen or no shag?
He was there. I don't need to do your inner leg. Yes, you fucking do.
Ask me which way I dress. Ask me.
But yeah, no, I went for a suit fitting, and my missus was there going, "Do you want to go to your fucking nerd shop?" She said it with that conviction as well, of like, "This isn't for me. This is for you.
shit, sorry.
This is a well done. You've got fitted for a suit, sort of like you've earned this."
Yeah.
Which nerd shop do you go to? Can I ask?
There's one in it was in Yeovil.
So
and it's
this
called-
is what Tom's introduced me to. Big
called-
shop,
It's
Yeovil.
called Geek Portal.
Geek Ball. Oh, so when she said geek shop, she was kind of accurate. She wasn't
Yeah,
just
she
being
just,
a dick.
all she had to do was replace it with. No, she was being a dick.
All right.
I love you. but there's actually two. I've discovered another one, and I saved it for today.
Oh.
It's called Atomic Comics. Like The Simpsons, you know,
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah,
I was
the
gonna
comic
say-
book guy that's just like, worst podcast ever. Not this one, other podcasts are available. But there is, I couldn't find fuck all other than your Xbox that you wanted but didn't want.
Scumbag.
Cunt.
I'm sorry.
I went in there, right, with full intentions of, I want to buy a samurai sword just because I'm a fucking lunatic. And I like the thought of having...
In a game shop.
Yeah.
Oh, they sell that kind of stuff.
They've got fucking Game of Thrones swords. They've got samurai
yeah,
swords.
for your
I forget
full,
all
like,
of that.
yeah.
Like, you know, if you go in there and there's a bloke just going, oh my God, is that Daenerys' sword? As he's slowly jizzing into his pants.
Yeah.
It's that kind of shop. It's all real neatly, tightly packed in. And
They funnel you down one way.
yeah, like they watch you go in and go, virgin. But this is the worst part. You've sort of reminded me about this. Is that I went in there with my missus and she was like, "Oh, you fucking nerd shop." Yeah, I didn't buy fuck all. She walks out with fucking 15 quid's worth of stuff.
Gaddy.
Get fucked.
What was it for? Was it Animal
It was
Crossing?
a fucking Harry Potter puzzle.
Literally, same as Chief.
Like 1,000
It's either,
pieces.
that's it. It's either a Harry Potter puzzle or a fucking pop.
Why do they buy so much tat?
Guys, they just love it, don't
They,
they?
I don't, they just fill the house up with shit.
But this is right. You probably find this with your girlfriends as well, wives, partners, whatever. You go into a shop that's solely based upon what you want to buy, but they leave with stuff, and you
Yeah.
leave just disappointed.
I don't like when I go into the gun shop and she's like, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm coming in for me. What are you doing? Like, you don't fucking, oh fuck's sake. Yeah,
So yeah,
This is my hobby.
Exactly. I am the nerd.
I am King
I
Virgin.
am king nerd. I wear glasses now, therefore nerd. You got me.
I know you're feeling, bro.
Other than your like gun nerd, this is like actual nerd, not fake.
Oh,
Nerd.
I'm a
Fake
nerd. I was going
nerd.
to ask you I'm going to ask you all about your PC setup in a minute. Don't worry, we're going to
shit.
geek out.
But yeah, so there's another shop down there,
Right.
and they had like Dreamcast controllers, games. Fucking like I nearly came in my pants,
Oh wow.
and I'm on medication that stops that being possible.
Right. So you need to send me the fucking coordinates.
Oh yeah, we'll go down.
Oh, perfect.
We'll hold hands and stuff.
Yeah. I'll be, yeah, I'm keen for
Skip.
that.
You
Skip.
can hold my pocket.
You can hold my pocket.
Maybe that's a bit far. We'll hold hands. That's fine.
All right, cool.
I'm not holding your pocket. Okay. Wait in jail.
Prison break.
Too
Prison
far.
break.
All right, I'll bring it back. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought a little bit of stuff.
Go on.
I don't know how much nerd we're going into because I really like Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, okay.
I
Is
bought.
that, it's over 9,000.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, that one.
Yeah, that's the
yeah. Oh, sorry about screwing.
Sorry, Greg.
So I bought. Sorry, Craig. So I bought a big fuck off picture of Goku, just for someone for me to touch myself over.
Okay. Keen.
And I know that you just slagged off pop figures, but I bought a pop figure.
No, to be fair, I have my own pop collection.
I bought a Goku riding the Nimbus cloud that now sits inside my computer case.
Oh, that's pretty badass.
Inside the computer case.
Yeah, boy. I'll show you a picture of it. Obviously, audio platform, but it's fucking cool. That's all you need to know.
So your PC, this is going to be of no interest to like nearly all of our listeners, but I don't care because I'm interested.
Chief, listen.
What processor are you running?
Oh fuck me! Hang on a minute.
You got a full spec list.
I got a full spec. Do you want full send spec list?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, go on. I'm just because I'm really interested.
So I got an AMD Ryzen 5 3600
Oh, that's a beefy boy. What made you go for Ryzen over Intel then?
because I ain't got a fucking clue what I'm doing, and my friend who does went go for AMD, and I went yeah, all right.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah,
So,
I've always. I mean, I don't have a gaming PC, but I know enough to know enough. If you know what I mean, I would have gone with Ryzen as well.
Yeah. So
I
got
would not have.
Ryzen 5. I got a B450 motherboard.
I'm not too clued up on motherboards.
Me neither. I got a 16 gigs of RAM. Ram it in around.
It depends what games you're playing. What sort of games you playing on that?
Anything from this again, growing my virginity back. I just bought Euro Truck Simulator.
Oh.
Yeah, nothing. It's nothing too RAM demanding. Then I was going to say if you like.
And then I went out and bought a steering wheel.
Oh, get
Oh,
on! No,
yeah.
don't worry. A Farming Simulator boys were on a couple of weeks ago. They know it. I don't know. We didn't ask them if they had a steering wheel and the full joystick
probably
setup.
do.
They probably do.
This leads me on to another one. Have you played Farming Simulator?
I have many years ago, and I really didn't enjoy it. But I know a lot of people that do.
I got it on my phone.
It's the worst experience I've ever had in my life.
I know people that do it, and I'd tell you what, I'd expect they won't. Oh, fuck it, I'll tell them. So I know Snaker and a couple of his mates play it, and they play it together, and they have like a joint farm. No. Honestly, Snaker's gonna be so pissed off with this. They got this joint farm, and then one of them buys a load of kit and gets really angry at the other one because now they're financed up to the eyeballs and they've got no money. And then they park the kit so far away from the farm they had to buy like a pickup to go get to the kit, and then one of them got funny about that, and then it's hilarious. And then somebody crashed something the other day, and it was like watching a real business fall apart. It was hilarious.
Like, don't get me wrong, I got the
brilliant.
utmost respect for people that are in the farming industry and stuff like that, but fuck Farming Simulator.
I like it on the phone because it's basic.
I've played it on the Xbox for a short while, probably back like 2015, I reckon.
I'm just
And
too retarded to know what all the fucking things are.
I-
Me too.
I couldn't
Literally,
get
I'll
my
buy
head around
something,
it.
Google it. That does that. Perfect. We'll
Yeah.
try and do that, and then buy something else. Google it. Yeah, that does that. So we'd try.
I
and
always
do
felt
that.
like it was trying to do too much. I was like, I had cows and I had a combine, and then I had something else, and I was like, surely I should just be one or the other. Like, I don't want to be doing like crops and animals. Like, I just want to be focusing on one thing. It was like, oh no, you need to do this, this, and this. And I'm like, I'm just one bloke on this little
That's
fucking
it, you
simulated
are.
farm.
Yeah.
I'm like, drive. I can't fucking do it all. Where are my staff? Like,
Fucking Jeremy Clarkson made it look so much fucking easier, didn't he? With his fucking Lamborghini tractor.
you had to have a Lamborghini, didn't
Had
he?
to, yeah. What a cunt.
So what GPU running?
Yeah, good. Okay.
GP who?
GPU.
GPU, graphic
GPU.
graphic processor unit. Is it? I can't
Yeah.
remember what they call it.
I have got a gigabyte Radeon RX 580.
Oh, that's fair beefy then.
He's
yeah.
alright.
Yeah, I'm going to
does
say
the
that's
job.
going to do everything
So I
you
can
want
run
to do.
games at 1080p, 60 FPS, no problem.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's
Isn't
if
it?
I go to sort of like 1440, it starts to get a little
Yeah, I'm going to
bit.
say you probably struggle on like is it Shadow of the Tomb Raider? I can't remember what it's fucking called now.
Like,
So
I can't run Cyberpunk at like
No,
max settings because it'll
Can anyone
blow my
actually
house up.
run Cyberpunk anymore?
The biggest failure I've ever known in my life and disappointment.
Yeah.
is everyone done geeking out now? I could do.
Did you ask him about OSSEs?
I did, and he looked at me and went, "Well."
What's that? Yeah, I'm looking at you
Right.
like, what?
He told me that, you know what, I sent you the link to, and you went, "Oh, I've already fucking got that."
Yeah.
And immediately my dick retracted into me like a turtle
Yeah,
because I
right.
was feeling all big dick, and I found this for you, and you went, "Oh, I've already got it."
Yeah. Right. So an OSSE is an open source scan converter.
Oh, you've lost me now.
Yeah. So it's like a little thing. It's about like 4 inches by 12 giggity, and then 2 inches tall.
Kenneth. So Kenneth size. Yeah, kind of Kenneth
Yeah,
size.
but like square.
Yeah.
No, rectangular.
Right, yeah. I know.
And basically, it's a line doubler. So it takes your line and doubles it, triples it, quadruples it to bring it up to like 1080.
Oh, it's a fancy upscaler, is what you're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah, so like what
But
you...
like it's the bollocks, and it works very well.
Oh, you bought one?
No,
Oh.
because I don't know how they work. Because your N64 has to be RGB chipped.
Yeah.
I don't know if it works with a PS. Nobody knows enough about it, and I
right.
sure as shit does.
Yeah, you don't want to buy one, then have to
Yeah.
go for a rigmarole, send it back to America or whatever as a pain.
Yeah,
That's what. Yeah.
Poland actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, interesting.
upscaling's big over there,
Well,
as well as
Bliat!
yeah,
and the 3-stripe of it does.
Romania as well.
Yeah.
He makes some. There's a bloke in Romania which makes like 16-way upscaling SCART converters.
I don't know what that is,
Yeah.
but it sounds interesting and very
Right.
confusing.
Anyway, yeah. Sorry. So
Full geeks back here, aren't
yeah.
This has slowly gone from me telling the best story you've heard about getting pissed up and having the best story to now, like, all your listeners have gone, "Oh, he's fucking nerd." How did he go from throwing a fucking flip-flop at a stripper to having a fucking pop figure sat in his computer while he plays fucking Euro Truck Simulator? He's fallen on hard times.
You got to remember, a large amount of our listener base is truckers. They'll be like, he plays truck simulator.
Yeah, I can't
He's
drive
alright.
a real truck, but I'll simulate driving it.
What trucks do you drive on simulator?
Scania.
Yeah.
All Scanias.
Yeah.
V8
I've
shag
only
or
just
no?
started, so
Oh,
I
right.
don't fucking know, it's a truck. I'm making up for the
R580
fucking shortage
or-
we've got.
The respect level for you is literally doing this. It's like fucking Dogecoin stock. Up, down, up, down. Oh, that's a fucking
That's
Scania.
Yeah, while we're on the topic of that at the minute, Shib,
Oh,
my
fucking
£3
hell.
investment.
This is where I just tune out.
my £3 investment, we're at 30 quid now.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually 1,000%. So that's not.
That's good.
That's not. I used to take a piss at you, but you've gone up 1,000%.
Yep.
So
I wish I'd put £1,000 in, as we all do.
yeah,
Hindsight's a wonderful thing.
Hindsight's 2020. isn't it?
Also, Ethereum has boosted a lot, so I am in hella profit at the minute.
Marlon's crypto talk. Come to Marlon.
Right.
for all
Anyway,
your
let's move
crypto
on
needs.
from shit.
We are on absolute shit talk at
Yeah.
the moment.
Right. So
People wonder what this podcast is all about. Shit.
it's not.
Well, it kind of is, isn't
Yeah.
it? It
Yeah, we
really
are full
is.
of shit. Mm-hmm. So I want to move on to a little bit more serious things now. Tom,
Yes.
you were the one that sent us the message I read out 2 months ago.
Yeah, I was the one that's basically guilt tripped you and said that if you ever stop doing this podcast, I'll fucking kill myself.
No,
We were going to be like, oh, we'll take a 6-month break. We'll call this season 1. Then we're
Dude,
like,
you
oh,
fucking, I know where you live now.
be around my house.
You ain't gonna do shit. I'm gonna come here like some sort of fucking Saw film and strap you to something that if you don't podcast, it cuts your fucking head off. My life depends on this podcast now.
shit.
You're a piece of shit.
Do you want to read the message out, or do you want me to?
You carry on, mate.
So you sent us, "Evening, boys. I just wanted to share my appreciation for you both. You have to remember, I'm dyspraxic. This year has been hell for me. My mental health has been at rock bottom, to the point where in March of this year I tried to take my own life. Since you guys have started, the podcast, it genuinely gives me something to look forward to every Friday. If I'm having a down day, I put on an episode, and it never fails to lift me out of that depressive hole I find myself in. So, thank you both for committing yourselves every week to giving us this brilliant podcast. Like, when you sent that to me, because you sent it to the Facebook page,
Yes.
which I run, because Reg is not very good at Facebook.
King of Instagram, aren't I?
James Bond
Yeah.
isn't allowed a Facebook. So.
That's it. Like, that hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, fuck.
It was the first serious message we'd ever received.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had a few, still none to that kind of weight, but it was a first message we received in that kind of vein of like, guys, I really fucking appreciate you, and like, you don't know what you're doing. It's very true in both ways. You don't know what you're doing, but also you guys don't know what you're fucking doing here.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, up until that point, we're just two fucking idiots, and we always have been. When you
Don't get me wrong, you're still fucking idiot.
love
mate.
love you, boo. We didn't quite appreciate the gravity of what we were up to. We just thought we were having a fucking laugh, and we knew people liked it and that, and it was kind of growing nicely. And that's where it kind of, for me, I don't know about you, Marlon, but it hit me like, oh shit, people like not depend on us, but this is
Maybe it's a piece of the week.
yeah, it's like it's a little something to their week where they're like, fuck yeah, Friday's coming kind of thing. Like, you know,
Get
not
to
instead of
listen
just
to
being
those
like,
two
oh,
idiots in the
it's-
fucking
instead of just
studio.
being like another week rolling through. I'm not trying to pick ourselves up here, but I didn't sort of realize that what people like really look forward to a Friday,
Yeah.
because the Doghouse is going to be out fucking 1 o'clock in the morning, bang on, not missed it yet, apart from that one day I uploaded it really late.
Yeah, trust me, that was where that message came from. But no, do big yourselves up, because you know there's obviously, for me, there's an element, because I've known Marlon for 10 years, something like that, if not more than that.
More than that, I'd say, Shag.
Since we were about 14, 15,
yeah.
something along those lines, when you were with your ex-girlfriend.
We all make mistakes.
Yeah, you did. I'm just
Thanks,
kidding.
mate.
She's a lovely person.
Yeah. On the inside.
You would know on the inside. But, like, because, you know, I mean, obviously, me and Reg, we didn't really know each other back in school.
No.
I knew of Reg,
Yeah,
because you were called Pikey back in school. And
I was. Yeah,
you don't forget a nickname
You don't
of someone
forget-
that goes by Pikey.
You don't forget
that-
a name like
yeah.
that.
Of that.
Yeah, bro, there's so many
That's
people
a
that listen to this
strong
now.
nickname.
So many people, I reckon, are going to be like, oh,
That's who he is.
yeah.
Because I remember fucking when I first. So I reckon I came into the podcast.
Yeah.
I started listening to the podcast. Keith's first episode, I reckon.
Yeah, that was like episode 2.
Episode
Yeah.
2.
So
or
literally
episode
episode 2.
three?
So how did you find it? Out of
So
interest.
you'd started sharing it on your personal Facebook,
Right.
And I just thought, oh, it's someone he knows is doing a podcast. So I jumped on and started listening, and I went, that sounds like Marlon. And then I just carried on listening, and all of a sudden I started going, it is Marlon. And then it's a weird sort of thing, because then automatically, when it's someone you know, and a bit like with Reg, when it's someone you know of, automatically you start going, oh, fucking hell, yeah, I can relate. Like you did the podcast with Mule and Luke.
Yeah,
About
yeah.
the house parties.
Yeah.
And you were telling the story about someone who fucking launched a frozen chicken and it KO'd some bird or something. I was at that party. And I was just sat there, and my missus was in the car with me, and I was there going, I was fucking there when that fucking happened. I watched him fucking yeet that chicken, and I watched him knock the bitch the fuck out. Like, and then it's one of those, like, it's a bit more personal when it's like, you know, I like, a bit like you, I love Joe Rogan's podcast,
Oh,
because
man, I
like, you
can't
get
get
the
enough of
people he gets
JRE.
on, and
The
you know,
depth he goes into.
Yeah, it's mad, like 5-hour podcasts and stuff like that. Step your game up, boys.
Fuck me. 5 hours.
Yeah.
I don't want a 5-hour podcast. I want to go home. But when it's someone you know
You've started
and
it
stuff
now.
like that, like it sort of filled me with like, oh fucking, these boys are doing something, you know. And then I actually, you know, without sucking you off too much, I fucking love the podcast
I appreciate it.
because it's so fucking funny, and I can relate to the stories you tell, and the areas that you've been, and you talk about allegedly drifting in Mexico around that really popular
Right,
roundabout
well,
in the
the thing is,
hometown.
we've
And I'm like,
actually-
I fucking done that. Not
We've
drifted.
bought a road
I've
over in
wrote
Mexico
myself
now.
off.
Yeah.
Have you actually got
Yeah.
your own private
Yeah,
road?
we've
Is it
got our
called
own-
Somerset, Mexico?
No, it's actually called Doghouse Road.
Doghouse Road.
Or we
Okay.
just do all the alleged shit that we do.
Yeah.
Got you. Alleged, because you don't actually do it.
No, it's all just stories. It's all just stories.
Yeah, all podcasts are all just stories.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, so big yourselves up as much as you can, boys, because this is fucking ace.
No, we can't.
The thing is, I don't find like when we're in the bar and that, and we're not rolling, like we laugh and we joke and we find each other hilarious, but I never think it's funny outside of that. It was kind of to the point where I thought, oh, we should do a podcast and like just give it a go, because like
That's what- we've
I
been
laugh,
talking
you
about
laugh,
it
like
for-
some people will laugh, like surely we'll get a couple of listeners and it'll just be something fun to do. Like I've said 100 times. It was just an excuse to get pissed over lockdown with my mates. So if ever we got the knock on the door from the police, we're all sat here with
Media.
Like, just this
is our job.
Just sat here bollocks with pint glasses around talking to the microphones like it's a fucking job, cunt. So yeah, but when you say like it's like somebody obviously I don't know too well to be like you guys are fucking hilarious, it's weird because I don't like. Do you know what I mean? It's very hard to describe.
I never thought we'd get to this
No.
stage now.
No,
ever.
no,
I thought
not-
we'd still be knocking on like 100 listeners.
Yeah, I never thought we'd be anywhere near where we are. I didn't. I thought we'd just be pootling along, and I thought it might fade out because like we just get to a point where it sort of plateaus, no one listens, and we just bang one out when we feel like it. And now it's like, oh my fucking god, we have
Yeah,
to
if we
do-
don't put one
If we
out
don't
a
do
week,
one a
we're
week.
going to
if we
get
ever
hung.
take a break, can you imagine if we ever say, guys, look, I'm really sorry. There's
What did Greg say?
our producer, our mix master in general, Greg, mastering man that he is, he said, when are you guys going to come to the end of season 1? I was like, fucking end of season 1? I was like, it's one a week, ride or die, bitch.
We got lives depending on this now.
yeah.
I said live, sorry. Live.
The things you don't know. Like,
No.
we don't know. Like you said, in the place that you were in, I'm not saying a podcast pulled you out of it at all, but there are people that depend on this for just shits and giggles. And I think sometimes without these shits and giggles, there might be people that find themselves in a dark place.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I know for a fact, talking personally, if I didn't, I mean, sometimes a kind of Friday rolls around and I'm like, not to do the podcast down, but I'm like, fucking hell. Like, it's every week and there's a lot of work that goes into it. But when I get in here and the beer's flowing and we're chatting and we're laughing and we're having a fucking good time, I'm like, man, I fucking love this shit.
There is no other place I'd rather be.
No, there's no place I'd rather be. Who sang that? Is that Jess Lynn? I don't fucking know.
No, don't know.
But yeah, no, some days I'm like, fucking hell, so much to do. And then I get in here and I'm like, fuck's sake. And then we hit record and I'm like, oh, fucking hell, it's a good laugh, isn't it, really? It is a good laugh. All the shit that goes on behind the scenes that no one gets to see. The editing, this website we're trying to set up and this and that and trying to get everything done on time and get out. Literally, the episode that went out, so the Wives episode, I was still cutting bits out of that and I was getting it up and doing the artwork, and the artwork doesn't look like much when you're trying to do it on a fucking phone
With no pen.
with no pen because I'm not on a note anymore. It's pretty difficult. I had that up or scheduled with 20 minutes to spare to go up at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Shit.
Yeah.
I was asleep.
The thing was, like, I know there's only going to be a couple of people listening to that at 1 o'clock in the morning, or I don't know. I actually don't know, but I'm guessing there's only going to be a few people. But I don't want to let them down because it's got to be it's got to be on time every single fucking week. It's fucking nuts. I don't want to talk shit about other people, but I'm fucking gonna. So, obviously every fucker's got a podcast now. As if the white straight man doesn't have enough of a voice in this world, every fucker's got a podcast. So what really fucks me off is you get these YouTubers and whatnot that either don't have an upload schedule or put out one a month, and I'm like, your job is to sit in front of a fucking computer with a camera on.
You do nothing.
You do nothing. Not nothing. I'm sure it is a job. You do make good money out of it. But compared to what we do, I'm not being funny, it's fuck all. And we can still do one a week, edit until fucking God knows what time at night. You're fucking around on the computer trying to sort deals out. We're in here every fucking week. And On top of that, got social lives, got wives, got dogs, all this shit. And I've got friends that I want to see. But we still manage to do one a week. So what the fuck are these idiots out here doing? Joe Rogan, mad
Wanking,
respect
drinking,
to Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan's different
banging
level.
out 3 a fucking week. But then again, if you're on 100 million for a Spotify
I
deal,
do a lot for 100
A
million.
lot of money.
yeah, exactly.
And commentating UFC and
Yeah.
He's mad.
Different level.
He is a different level, but I
But
put, I
all
put, I
these,
put
like-
us closer to his level.
Basic bitch YouTube shit.
I'll put up a podcast like once a month or when I feel like it, or
Yeah.
once every 2 weeks. Like, fuck off, mate. Get
Put
your
some
get your
effort
finger out your ass and put some fucking effort into it.
It's not even once a month though. They'll do once a month, but it'll be like a 20-minute long podcast.
Yeah. I just
Whereas
don't.
you boys are doing one a week, and it's what 2
We're
hours
trying
on
to.
average.
That's what we're trying to push for now. Is like generally a 2-hour podcast. So yeah, it's just turned into a little bit of a behind the scenes, and a Reg goes on a fucking
right.
rant about every other cunt. Sorry, it takes us off this tangent, Marlon. Bring us back round.
I know it's your turn to ask a question.
My turn. Right. Now, it's a tough one to approach, but sort of what you said about in your message. Can I ask sort of what happened?
Sure. So it's a weird one for me. So beginning of the year, I reckon, towards the end of last year, I started to sort of notice that my mental health was sort of just down a little bit. Like nothing that made me think, oh fuck me, I need to get some help.
Is this the first time you've ever struggled mental health?
So I've had a couple of times where I thought, oh, fucking hell, I'm a little bit depressed, and then within a week or two, I've got myself out of it.
Yeah.
And carried on and just cracked on with it. But it got to sort of the beginning of this year, and I just, I just find myself sat at home with my missus, and I'd just be crying my fucking eyes out for no reason. Like, from the outside to look into my life, I've got, girlfriend. I'm getting married again. I got sorry. I've got to break it up to fucking be a bit happy, and I Jesus.
Yeah.
So I'm getting married. I got a house. I got a job that pays me well. I got a car. I can get in and out of everywhere I want to go and all that. I can do what I want. I've got money, not fucking Pablo Escobar money, but
I got money.
I got bitches. I got money. I throw fucking flip flops at strippers. But no, so I found myself just fucking all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'd just be sat there, and something that's happened fucking 10 years ago, I'd just go, oh fuck, I'm really, really down about that. And I sort of found that, so I started to get help towards sort of February, I reckon, of this year. Started to take some antidepressants. They put me on a first lot of antidepressants. I started off all right, and then
Sterling.
citalopram.
Oh.
I took a massive dive off of it, which then led me to March, which then led me to sort of trying to take my own life, really. I wasn't trying to make toast in the bathtub or anything, because no one wants soggy toast.
You can't stop joking about this.
I'm allowed to joke.
You are, yeah.
Because
It's
it's
your
me.
fucking story.
Yeah.
It is. It's just,
I'm the sad one, Reg. I will joke about it.
You do you, boo.
Yeah, so we got that.
There's so many weird emotions at the moment.
So then I went back to the doctors because I used to live in Poulton, which is a shithole.
Somebody had to.
Yeah, Poulton. There was a fun fact, just tangent off of that a little bit. The reason that we decided to move is that the housing estate across from us, a man got arrested because he was trying to create his own shoe bomb.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they only did that once, didn't they?
So, apparently, this is what I've heard, Somerset people go, oh, yeah, I've
Well,
heard
yeah,
so-and-so's done
yeah.
this. So, apparently, the local postie was posting things, and he noticed that every single package that he was posting through this bloke's daughter said, caution, contains hazardous materials, or
Oh, shit.
something like that. So he then rang the local police and just said, look, you might want to check. So somehow they just went out, got a fucking warrant, bashed his door down, and went, oh wow, he's building fucking bombs.
Oh,
So
my God.
he was planning on
Lovely
going.
estate.
No, yeah, it's fucking great. Poulton would not pick anywhere else to live if you are.
If you wanted to live further on,
Yeah,
then-
if your life expectancy, you want it to be about, mid-20s, move to Poulton. Fucking ace. But yeah, so apparently he was planning on going into Bristol. So he was based just out, so he was told by whoever it was, to go just outside of Bristol because Polton, tiny little village,
Yeah.
very unassuming. No one's going to think, well, there's a bloke building a fucking shoe bomb in there.
And so yeah, it's a perfect place, but good on the fucking postie.
Yeah,
Jesus,
absolutely.
can you imagine
There's
if he-
plenty of them that would have just gone, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
If I was a postie, I'd just be like hazardous materials. You just think, oh, it could be batteries.
Yeah.
Could be anything, but picking up
So
on shit
literally,
like that.
vape batteries, obviously,
Yeah.
older
Yeah, that's
vape
it.
batteries.
Fuck me, you buy a new phone, it comes up with hazardous because it's got batteries in it. But yeah, anyway, enough about terrorist Tim. We cutting that bit out, or
No,
we're all
no.
good. Sweet. I love terrorist Tim. We can cut that bit out. Yeah. Anyway, back to the original problem. So I was sort of going to the doctors in Polton, and I wasn't told by the doctor that I had that she was actually retiring. So she was my doctor for 2 weeks.
Oh, shit.
She put me on citalopram, and then retired. Rang me up one day and just went, "Oh, by the way, I'm retiring. So everything you've told me worth fuck all.
Oh, so you got all your histories on the computer,
I'm gonna give you to another doctor."
but in a personal sense,
Yeah. I've told this woman exactly why I am depressed, what I'm going through, what's causing my depression, and she's just gone, "Oh, that's really bad." Anyway, mate, I'm off to fucking Malaga. See you later, bud. Puts me on to another doctor who goes, "I think we should take you off the antidepressants, to be honest, because I don't think they're doing any good." Come off the antidepressants, fucking absolute nosedive. I'm off work for a month because I can't bear to get out of bed. Then we move house. We move back to our local area, back to Wells. Coachly. Back in the Wells, I've got a doctor now who can't do enough for me. She's fucking brilliant. She's put me on a new tablet, so she's put me on sertraline now. I'm on the highest doses of sertraline. But she's sort of always checking every week, saying, "How's this going? How's that going?"
Yeah,
I actually had my first session of therapy today. So I'm having psychological therapy.
how'd that go?
It was all right. So
This is psychological therapy,
actual
not
psychological
counselling.
therapy. Yeah, no, just actual. Yeah, so that I went through talking therapies, which was more counselling, and
Yeah, I've did that.
they do more the sort of the background to find out what's been causing, and then they know where to refer you. So they referred me to talking therapy. Talking therapies was who I was with. They referred me to psychological therapy, but it was a 22-week waiting list. And then I had nothing. So I had no talking therapies to talk to. I had no...
So you finish your talking therapies, and then it's 22 weeks
And
until
then
you
they
go
said,
psychologist.
so now you've got 22 weeks to wait.
I'll be honest, I can relate to that because when I did, when I went into the doctors about me feeling like shit, and I was basically, I kind of needed, it would have, if I'll be honest, I'm not trying to like interject here, but it would have been, if I'd have jumped in early enough, it would have been grief counselling, but I didn't. I let it fucking dwell and sit and said I was going to be all right. And then it turned into full counselling. And it was, like you say, 22 it was a 6-month wait to get in to see a counsellor. And I did counselling for 6 months and I was grand from there. I'm very fortunate that I was in that position that all I needed was to help process what had happened in my life. And, I lost my mother and, at a vaguely young age and to get through that. But yeah, it's 6 months, a long time with no help, man. There is no, unless you can pay for it, and it's fucking expensive.
Mad amounts of money. £100 for 30-minute sessions or even more. So, but that kind of leads around to the, you were sort of saying that you let it dwell and sit on your memory and stuff. And that kind of feeds back to what, the chaps you had on a little while ago from the farming, the young farmers.
Young farmers, yeah. Dano,
And they were sort of
Stano,
saying
and Hector.
Like massive shout out to those guys where they were they created their own sort of support network for each other.
That was incredible, yeah.
But the big thing to take away from that, from like obviously women get depressed too. I understand that absolutely, but I feel that the stigma around male depression is so big because
we don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it, and you don't like to say it, but men are brought up to you can't be fucking crying about that, you can't be sad about that, and you get yourself into that mindset of, well, I can't talk about that, I can't go and get help for it because then I'm looked at as weak and as it's that toxic male masculinity sort of side of things.
Yeah, it doesn't fucking help things.
Not at all.
It's all lads until you're not all right.
Yeah, and I've had it the opposite side where I've told a friend about it and they fucking laughed at me for it. And you sort of
that's not your fucking mate.
No,
is it?
he fucking ain't anymore, ain't he, cunt? But like that one experience of someone just going, fucking hell, you're not depressed, just a little bit sad. and you suddenly go, okay, well, that's everybody's attitude towards it. And then that just makes you then go, well, I don't want to talk about it because I've been told by one person, not by hundreds, I've been told by one person alone,
You're right.
you are a man, therefore you cannot be sad. And that is what I feel personally. I'm not a fucking spokesperson for it. I'm just someone that suffers from it. But I feel that that is the main thing that needs to change around men's mental health, is that, you know, there's the saying of it's okay not to be okay, and it needs to be drilled into every single man in the entire world that it is okay not to be okay.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't just sit there and sort of just go, I have to be okay because I have to support my family and stuff like that. I will tell you now, you will support your family 100 times more if you go out and get that help, because, you know, fuck me, my missus has been fucking beautiful throughout all of it, because, you know, she's come home to me. I've had to get her to come home from work because I'm scared of what I'm going to fucking do and all this. And she's just come home and she's gone, right, let's sit down. Let's fucking go through this. You know, there's plenty of people that I know that have been in relationships who've come home and said, I'm really struggling with this. And their partner's gone, well, I ain't a fucking expert. Just go talk to someone else. You need a support network of friends. And it comes back around to this podcast of, you know, you sort of saying, just message us whenever, you know, anybody just message us and just, we'll take the piss, we'll do whatever. And that's just what you need. Sometimes you just need someone to turn around and go, right, you soft cunt, let's fucking sit down and let's sort out what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might not send you the response you want, but we might send you the response you need.
Yeah. And your response that you sent me, so I you know, I'll be honest, I've not sort of spoken to you about the message per se, but I wrote that message out at 7:00 that night.
Did you know it was me?
No, I thought it was just, I didn't know one of you would pick it up. I didn't know who does the Facebook, who does Instagram and stuff like that. Obviously, I found out that Reg is like computer illiterate, so you do the Facebook side of it.
Computer illiterate. I was asking what processor you had a minute ago, you cunt.
And I didn't even know what fucking processor it was. But I had that message written out at 7:00. And, you know, now I've built myself around the, you know, it's okay to talk about it to whoever, but I mean, I know Reg, but we're not, you know, fucking, we haven't known each other for fucking years. We've known each other for what, an hour and a half?
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't want to send that message to someone and them just to look at it and go, oh yeah, fucking all right then. But I sent that message, I think it was about 11:00 at night, 11:30, something like that.
I can probably get it up.
And, you know, it took me 3-4 hours to finally build up that courage just to press the send button, because the hardest part of talking about it is making the effort to talk about it.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of people out there that suffer a lot worse than I do, and the first step that they need to do is talk about it, and everything else will just start to work itself out. Like, I'm finding now that there were points in my past where I couldn't get out of bed and I couldn't bear to look at myself in the mirror because I just hated myself. And I still go through times like that now where I just cannot bear to do anything. But you talk about it and it automatically makes it 100 times better. You know, I've messaged Titch about it. Titch has messaged me about it. We've spoken about it. You know, and it just, even that little bit of, you know, not even talking about your own problems, but talking to someone else about what they're going through or something like that.
Just
it will
a little bit of brotherhood.
It just helps so much. And that is right. Just a little bit of brotherhood and
I can't see when you sent it or what time you sent it.
If you slide it across, you should be able to.
If you had an iPhone,
iPhones are shit.
you're shit.
I'm a great believer in what you say in that. Well, who's it? I can't remember who said it. One of the boys said it. A problem shared is a problem halved.
Yeah.
And my mother used to tell me that all the time. If ever, I always was one for not talking about it. Let it build up. Not talking about it. Let it build up. Even just little shit. When I was at school, if I was upset about something, I wouldn't talk about it. Just hold it in, and then I deal with it. And obviously, that built up to where I got to when I needed counselling. And from now on, if I got fucking shit going on, I just talk about it.
Yeah.
Right. So Tom sent us that message 4th of September at 23:08.
And you think I wrote that message out at 7:00 at night? I was talking to my missus about it, and I said, I'm going to message Doghouse. And she went, yeah, fucking crack on. You listen to it every week. And then I remember going to bed, she was asleep, and I was sat there just looking at my phone like, can I send this? I don't know. Are they going to appreciate it, or are they going to go, oh, fucking hell, we feel obliged to help, you know? But the response I got was fucking brilliant. And then obviously you read the message out on the podcast, and you know, both of you were, you asked for the permission for it and everything.
Yeah, if I could.
And yeah, the reaction honestly reduced me to fucking tears, because just the way you reacted to it, about how just, I don't know, sort of unexpected, and you know, just the appreciation for,
That's it.
you know,
We
my
care.
appreciation to you guys.
We do care.
We do. Like, this is the thing. We got like over 1,000 followers now, and
Oh, big time.
oh, big time. No, we got over
We're not
1,000
Jennifer
followers now.
Aniston
Like,
style yet.
and I'd like to say that I mean, we try. I think we do. We do respond. I respond to every single message. I'm sorry if there's anyone listening out there that I haven't responded to your message. It's not because I've ignored it. It's probably because I've looked at it and gone, fuck, I'm in the middle of something, and I'll reply to that, and I've probably forgotten. But if there's, you know, it might just be something pissy. But generally, if it's serious shit like that, I will always.
That's it. Facebook
replies.
always replies.
Yeah, I mean,
my profile will always reply.
yeah. We ought to fucking respond to everyone with a bit of a personal touch. And if you've got shit going on, you don't feel like you can speak to anyone else. You've got no mates that you think you could, like, just be like, oh, Shag, like, I'm having a shit time. Just drop us a fucking message. Like, we're here. I've been through the fucking ringer. Marlon's been through his own fucking shit, you know? Yeah, we know the fucking score. And as much as we are fucking drunken idiots on our podcast, we are real people behind that. Like, anyone that has messaged us knows that, oh, there's a bit of a personal touch going on there. We're actually not just we are idiots, but you know,
They're real people.
Yeah, we are actually people, believe it or not. Yeah, like I said, with someone I've seen tonight, no idea who he was. Shout out quickly to, oh fuck me, oh my god, I can't remember. Wilson. Oh fuck me, I can't remember what it's called. Wilson something. I'm really sorry, mate. I'm really sorry.
Wilson Engineering, Wilson Tree Care,
Wilson Servicing.
Wilson Servicing. Yeah, shout out Wilson Servicing. Yeah, Wilson Boys. Yeah, I seen you
I
earlier.
can't even remember my own fucking name, but I remember that.
Yeah, Wilson
So
Servicing.
shout out to Wilson Servicing.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah, like, I got a chap just come up to me earlier, like, Wilson Servicing. Like, yeah, boy, yeah, no idea who he was, but like, he took the time to speak to me. I had fucking 2 seconds of driving past the car. Yeah, ooh, a little fist bump, job done. Like, yeah. So yeah, we're like, we are real people. He clocked me in real life. It's like, all right, Shag. Yeah. So do get in touch with us if ever you're feeling shit. Sort of going on from that, what do you think helps you? What has helped you the most up until now? Is it friends, family, therapy, counselling, medication, the doghouse?
Have I not sucked you off enough already?
It's raw.
Like, this microphone is under the table, and every time you can't hear me talking, it's because I've got a mouthful of fucking Reg and Marlon.
Yes, Daddy.
What's helped me the most? It's difficult to say because there's so many different elements, but just, you know, to sort of reiterate what the lads that were on from the Young Farmers had sort of said, is to get yourself a support network per se.
Yeah.
Get yourself people that you can trust and talk to, and know that if they're taking the piss, you know they're taking the piss because they want you to fucking have a laugh, and
you know, get someone that's there for you.
Yeah, someone that's gonna, you know, that when they're taking a piss, it's not in a malicious, horrible.
Yeah,
it's not I'll just literally man up.
Yeah. Like, that's the worst thing that I've ever heard somebody say.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, oh, fucking man up. And you sort of go, yeah, fucking ace. If I could do that, mate, I wouldn't be having this fucking conversation with you.
Yeah.
You know, definitely is the first and foremost I would say is, don't be scared of getting help. Like, there's people I've spoken to, because they're people from work that will know that, you know, I'm suffering from it, and they'll talk to me and they'll go, oh, I don't want to go and talk to a doctor. I didn't want to talk to a doctor because the worst thing about the initial startup is talking about it.
That is I totally agree with. That's the hardest part, is sitting down in a doctor's surgery and just being like, yeah, I'm not all right.
Yeah, admitting that you need help.
Yeah, like, I'm not okay. And I tell you what, they were just like, okay,
yeah,
that's all right.
Yeah,
what's going on?
Yep.
I had to fill out a stupid questionnaire about how I felt, and then 100%. Filled it in. He looked at it and was like, right, okay. Just like, it's his job. It's his fucking job. He's not going to judge you. He's just another person that you're going to see today. He's going to refer you or square you up or say, look, we're going to be on this, and then we'll get you sorted with this.
Yeah.
And then you're out. You're not like in a careless way, or like, you know, a no personal touch to it way. It's like, and you're out the door. It's like, and then he's on to the next one. He's not going to think twice about you. He's going to think, oh, look at that little fucking bitch walking out.
He's just going to go, right.
Yeah.
So you're not okay.
Yeah.
It's okay not to be okay.
Yeah.
we'll give you a little bit of this.
Yeah.
We'll set you on your way.
He's not,
and I'll see you next week.
He's not going to think any less or any more or anything different of you. You're a job on a job card, and you're on the way, and then you're in the system, and there is
front brake pads, rear bias adjuster.
Shag, this one's going to need a full bottom rebuild.
But like, also sort of what I would say as well is, don't go to the doctor and expect your doctor to just go, you take this, you take
everything
this,
will be fine.
Everything's fine.
No.
You're cured. It's
a process.
It's a journey.
It's a fucking long process. I've been suffering from this since, like I say, the end of last year, the beginning of this year. And at the minute, unfortunately, it shows no signs of fucking improvement. But I've now got things in place to help me. I'm getting therapy. I've got my medication sorted. I'm talking to a doctor every week. I've got a support network of people that I can talk to, which is a damn sight fucking better than what I had at the start, which was nothing but my own thoughts, and I'm just going to fucking chuck myself off the roof.
Being trapped with your own thoughts there's nothing worse.
There's nothing more dangerous than your own thoughts.
Yeah, and being alone as well.
Or a terrorist that makes shoe bombs in Poland.
Yeah, they're on the same level, both ending the same thing. I mean, when I first started doing counselling, and I remember saying to like my good mates at the time, which was fuck, I can't remember when I did counselling. God, it was 5 years ago or something like that. Now, I remember I just straight up told my best mates at the time, and I was just like, yeah, I just thought I'd let you know, mate. I'm doing counselling like for mental health and that. And they're like, oh right, yeah. I said, well, yeah, I fucking haven't really dealt with a death of my mother at all, and I've just swept it under the rug and left it be. And now it's sort of come up behind me, and every day at work was not just like I come in from work, and the missus would sort of clock. They're like, she's like, oh, you all right? Oh, it's a shit day, another shit day, and like there's a few too many shit days going round, and she was like, you all right? And I'm like, yeah, fine. And you're just fucking shit. Now I'm not talking, I'm miserable and all this. And I'll give her a due. It was her that was like, do you like need to see someone? And like when I'm fucking sat on the floor of the kitchen crying my eyes out because I've got the fucking lights off and I'm listening to Led Zeppelin because like I'm just in pieces, and like it's mum's song. She's like,
I feel awful for
and it's like fucking it's like 3 years on. It's like that's the sort of shit you do like 2 weeks after she passes, and like well, things aren't quite right. And she was the one that pushed me to do it, and so I told my boys, and they was like, oh yeah, get on. And with that, I'm not going to name no names. 2 of the 3 people that I told said, yeah, I sort of been thinking about maybe doing something like that. Like, I'm like, well, there you go. Like, I've opened up the fucking channel. I've not been the man of the situation and said that, put it out there. But I've been like bold enough to come out there and just put it out there and say, like, I'm fucking not all right at the moment, mate. I'm having a really shit time. And they're like, just sort of, where'd you do that? And I'm like, I do it here, and this is the process that I went through, and this, that, and they were like, yeah, because I know one of my mates was like really struggling at the time with work, and he was in a really shit place with work. He was trying really hard to do something, and it just wasn't getting done. I won't get into details of it, but it was really getting him down. And a lot of stuff was on the line, and he just couldn't make it work because of people, management above him that wouldn't let it work, or budget constraints and whatnot. And he was in a shit place. He was trying to do his job so well, and he knew he could do it so well, but he wasn't allowed to do it so well, and it was just really getting to him. And he was. Luckily, he left the job in the end, and he didn't. And his mood picked up. But I felt like he said, if I carry on here, I'm gonna have to do something like this. I'm gonna need to speak to someone because I'm just in such a shit place at the moment. I think, well, if I've opened up about this, and that's 2 people of the 3 people that I told were like, yeah, I kind of, I'm having a bit of a shit time at the moment, and that. It was really interesting to me to think, oh my god, like. I never would have thought that.
Yeah.
And it would never have been spoken about. It would have never been spoken about if I hadn't just gone, yeah, well, fucking hell, shit's fucked at the moment.
I think that's the beauty and the curse of mental health is the curse of it is that you realise that, fuck me, there's a lot of people that are not getting the help that they need.
Yeah.
But then the beauty of it is that, there's been a couple of times I've done one of the fucking, you put a thing up on fucking Facebook or whatever, just a little post that's sort of there going, I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Someone will then message me and go, fucking hell, mate, I've been feeling like that recently. And all of a sudden you go, okay, well, there's someone that I can talk to about their problems and my problems.
You can relate to them.
That's 2 problems all of a sudden that have been taken care of.
Yeah.
Well, not taken care of in a sense, but you can talk to someone, like I hope he doesn't mind me saying it, but sort of Titch put something on Instagram, and me, until today, a bit like me and Reg, me and Titch had never met each other, and I just saw that and instantly was just like, I'd rather spend an hour talking to this fella than hearing, oh, he went off and did something real stupid. You know, it takes 30 seconds to message someone and just say, are you okay? And it's a lifetime if you don't ask that and they go off and do something stupid. One of my favourite phrases I've ever heard.
It's a lifetime.
Something I've always heard is, I'd rather spend the 5 minutes making sure you're okay than have the lifetime of not being able to ask you if you're okay. And I don't give a fuck whether I know you or I don't know you. You know, when this episode goes out, if you fucking tag me in the post or whatever, anybody that's ever going through anything like that, we've never spoken, I don't know who you are, I don't even know your fucking name, I don't have to know your name. If there's something going on, I would rather that they messaged someone who can relate and talk about it than just sit there and wallow in their own sort of misery and not be able to find that way out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I was in that situation, 11 years ago now. No, well, it was my 18th birthday. Thanks, mate. Kid that went to our school, I don't know if you remember him, not to say his name, but...
Does it start with a D?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He was my best mate, and we were in a band together, and we'd fallen out like a week before, and obviously a week later I found out that he called time, and of course I'm thinking to myself like, oh, fuck, if we hadn't fallen out, we could have spoke, we could have sorted things out, and if we could have just seen past our pissy little argument. And then of course I'm blaming myself, thinking, oh, if I hadn't have fucking said this and I hadn't have said that, and I've spent the last 11 years trying to get my head around it, and I still haven't got around it now. But he did something stupid. Well, not stupid, but well, yeah.
He did at the time what the only thing he could see. That was the way that would make him stop hurting.
He never reached out to me. If he had reached out to me, I'd have felt even worse. You know what I mean? And if I'd have ignored him, but you know, he did what he did, and I've got to live with that now. I've lived with that for 11 years. That he's not here, and I've got very close friends still that fuck Christ, one of my friends has been torn up by that ever since, and he's really struggled. He's never gotten over it. He's never gotten past the fact that he could have done something. And
because his sister was in my year at school.
Yeah, that's right.
And just weirdly, I mean, it bears no relevance, but there was a girl he was in a relationship with. They split up because then I was with her when that happened.
Oh Christ!
So I didn't know him per se. I knew him through his sister, and you know, we went to the same school for however long until the time that he did call time. So I knew of him. Nicest kid ever, but then it just goes to show that it's one of those situations that you can see someone the day before and they can have a massive smile on their face, but you've got no idea what's going on.
No.
You know,
I know he'd struggled for a long time, and but the thought had never crossed my mind of him doing something like that. We were 17, we were idiots, and you don't think that's it's all just I'm sad, I'm depressed, and you sort of think about it like that. And there's a lot of that goes on when kids are that young. I know there is a lot of serious stuff. It's I'm real sad and my girl's broken up with me and this, that, and everything. Oh, it's a fucking drop in the ocean. You've no idea what the real world's like, sure. And it's not real problems at that age, and then. Shit, like he's actually fucking gone.
Yeah.
And it's really difficult to think about in that he never reached out, and that's why I want so many people out there to never get to that fucking situation where he felt like he had no one to speak to, but he had good friends around him. Obviously we'd had a little row in the meanwhile, but he had a lot of good friends around him, but even then he felt like it was all too much. There was nothing else there, which sucked. So it's a really fucking weird time to do it, but we have to do it. It's time for a break because I'm going to get fucking beer of the week out. And after that, we're going to do beer of the week, cheer things up, and then we're going to get back into this shit. Let's be having you! Welcome back, and I have been to the fridge.
You've been to the fridge?
I have, and this beer is brought to us by our guest. This is becoming quite a
A regular occurrence.
It is a regular occurrence. Guests bring in the guest beer, and that's what I really enjoy, because when I pick shit out, I pick shit that I think I'm going to like. Whereas this, I just like an absolute fucking shot in the dark.
So I just pick up the most obscure thing I can find.
So, Marlon, what's Tom brought us?
So, do you want to tell us a story, Tom?
Do I want to tell you a story?
The story.
The story.
The story to the beer.
So basically, me and my partner went away for my 29th birthday, where we went down to Lyme, Regis.
Oh, you're old, mind. Old.
Old as fuck.
You're old as dirt.
Old as shit. Basically, it was a week where I thought I was going to be fucking smashing some fucking buy-in for the whole fucking week. But the day before we leave, she turns around and goes, "Oh, I'm on the fucking blob drive."
Job's fucked there, Shag.
Yeah, and she's not like Dole, where she's not told anybody that she's taken it up the fucking ringer yet, so she's not having any of it. So yeah, we went away for my 29th, and we went to this little pub in Lyme Regis that was called the Hunter's Inn or something like that. And they had a pale ale in there. I can't remember the name of it. It was some number based fucking name, like fucking 1, 2, 3, 4 or something like that. And honestly, it was the best lager I've ever had. It was fucking beautiful. And it said it was
a lager, not a pale ale.
Sorry, pale ale.
It's the best one you've ever had, and you can't remember the name of it.
I don't drink. Reg, leave me alone.
I know, but you could have taken note of it.
Him.
I've had like 3 pints, and I feel like I'm going to fucking ram my own head through the window in a minute because I'm off it. So I noticed that it was made in the Lyme Regis Brewery, so I automatically thought, well,
That's where we're going next.
Marlon had mentioned to me about coming on the podcast, but he's fucking useless, so nothing was actually solidified until after I'd bought it. And I had to go.
Off, you useless cunt.
I had to basically say, "Are you sure you want me on? Because I'm not very funny."
I had to bang on and persuade you to come on.
Yeah, I don't like social situations. So I went to the Lyme Regis Brewery, and I basically saw this one that resembled the one that I really liked the most, and that's what you're stuck with. So if it's dog shit, then technically Mrs. fault, because it was her idea to go to Lyme Regis.
Well, we'll be the fucking judge of that.
Yeah.
To be fair, I fucking love Lyme Regis.
Regi is like the best place in the world. I fucking love Regi.
I thought you were going to say, "I fucking love your missus."
I might love her and all.
We got a little thing going on, me and Mrs. Jones.
Fuck me, what? So I'm your fucking weird mutant son, and you're now getting on with the missus?
Well, what happened was...
We live on the men lips, just bear with me. Right, so, Marlon, without any further ado, can you read the marketing bullshit?
So, 104 degrees is the bearing you take as you set sail from the Cobb Harbour in Lyme Regis. This hazy session pale ale uses a blend of Comet, Cascade, Centennial, Chinook and Columbus hops to deliver a light tropical aroma. A beer for the beach. Or to reminisce about Lyme.
Ooh. You said that in a very seductive way, Marlon.
Yeah.
Much like Tom here, I've got a bit of a knob on. Should we see what it goes like?
Do I sound horny, baby?
You make you randy. Oh. Oh,
That's
Reggie.
a punch. That is a punch.
Reggie liked that. Reggie liked that a lot. Wow. Tropical. Tropical is the word we're going for there.
That's it. You got grail for it.
You got, grail. I'm feeling
You got-
grail for it.
You got some citrus in there.
But it's all well balanced, though.
I can definitely taste the Comet.
Nothing's overpowering.
No, you can't. We don't know what we're fucking talking about.
What is Comet?
I don't know. It's a type of hop, I'm assuming.
I don't know.
I know.
I thought it was something that crashed into fucking Earth in loads
Yeah.
of films, and
Allah
Bruce Willis saves
Akbar.
us all.
He always saves us, doesn't he?
Did you say hello,
Brucey.
Akbar? No, that's
No, I
Poison,
didn't.
mate.
Nah. No, wasn't me.
That's really, really well balanced.
I like the ingredients section. Water, malted barley, oats, wheats, hops, yeast.
That's simple and to the point.
4.2%, 440ml can.
I like a 440ml can. I love it. Especially when it's a nice beer. When you... What was that shit we had back along?
Which one?
Oh, what's it called?
Where do we start?
I don't know. The fucking intruder, the cascader. I don't know that shit that. I don't know. It was the worst beer we'd ever had. I can't remember who brought it, and it was fucking horrendous. I shotgunned it. I think it's with Ed and Gilo. Ed brought it. It was like
They brought cider on last time.
Yeah, they've been on before and brought some crap. But no, anyway, that was the last 40 ml can that I really didn't enjoy. But this is gorgeous.
That is, it's sessionable.
This is 104 degrees by Lyme Regis Brewery. This is proper sessionable. It's light. It's well balanced. It's got a lot of tropical flavors going on in there. Like you said, a lot of grapefruit, getting like little hints of citrus, but nothing is too overpowering.
No. It's all, that's it. It's well balanced.
It's genuinely made me the happiest I've ever been since being diagnosed with depression that you like this, because this hung on the balance of my mental health.
Stop!
If I came in here and you were like,
on that.
if you, I fucking can, you watch me. I'm medically fucking enhanced. I'll do what I want. I came into this.
Maybe we need to buy a straitjacket.
I came into this podcast with two worries. One, I'm not going to be very fucking funny because I'm funny looking, but you can't see me. And the other one, that when it's a podcast pretty much based around getting fucked up on pints, you buy a guest lager or pale ale or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, you need to come in hot.
If you come in and you sort of review it and go, this is fucking awful, then I'm in line for a fucking shoe-in, let's be honest.
Well, yeah, and not only that, you bought it assuming it was what you drank.
Well, I bought it because the other one that I tried in Lyme Regis was the best tasting one I've ever had.
I mean, this is. I mean, we've tried a fucking lot, haven't we?
I like this, but the other one was better.
We need to find the other one
But
because I think this is
brew
fucking
it.
brilliant. Oh shit!
They brew it, but only sell it to specific pubs in Lyme Regis.
I am a specific pub on the menu.
Are we going to have to take?
We'll take.
Maybe we buy like.
Is it by the same brewery? Do you know?
Yes,
it is. Right.
Same
We'll
brewery.
have a fucking word and see if they can can us up a few. Because this, or we'll just buy a keg. Fuck them. Let's do it. We got money.
Do you know what? I think that might be their sort of niche. You can only buy it in kegs if you're not a pub.
Oh fuck it, we'll do that.
Okay.
Oh,
the man cave scenario coming out again.
It's only fucking money in it.
Yeah,
we'll buy a keg.
Fantastic, Reg. Yeah,
right, Jennifer.
It's only money.
Jennifer Aniston. Stop calling me Jennifer Aniston.
Okay, baby.
No, so right, TripAdvisor review. I think I've made my thoughts quite clear on it. It's a 5, absolutely. And if there's a better one, then I will knock it down to a 4. But where
Trouble
it stands
is now,
now,
if I come in with the better one,
and I don't like it,
and you don't like it, then 284. That's the one.
284. I'll see if I can find a key keg of that.
If I could stick my dick in a beer / pale
That'd be
ale,
the one.
Sorry that we're being specific. A pale ale, it'd be that one.
You got
Okay then, scumbag.
It's a 5 out of 5 from me. Marlon, what are you saying?
If you don't say 5, I'll slash your tyres.
Fuck off. It's fine. It's the works car out on the road.
We've been friends.
He's coming hard.
We've been friends for a long time.
He's still not sure. Look, he's wavering between two numbers. I can see it in his eyes. His beady little black
He's
eyes.
wavering between a 5 because he really likes it, or a 1 because he doesn't like me.
Right. I'm gonna fuck my own schedule up now.
Oh, you're gonna set a trend now. Oh, here we go. You wait. He's gonna set a precedent.
I really, really autistically do not want to, but I'm 4.5.
You set a precedent now. Now I can make points.
Now you can literally split numbers.
Yeah.
So you can do a 3.5, 3.75.
What's missing it from the 5 then?
Little bit more citrus.
Oh, really? For a basic bitch lager man like you, and you want a little bit more citrus? That's interesting.
You,
We've all got our own tastes.
the weeks, the months, the years we've been doing this.
I've become a man of culture.
Yeah. It's just missing like a smidge more.
I tell you what, that slaps
Lemon on
harder.
lime.
This shit slaps harder than my old man's belt. So it is fucking legit.
No, actually, can I recant my previous statement?
You're more than welcome.
Right.
I shall scrub it from the record.
So, I thought about this long and hard.
Fuck's sake, this is the longest beer review we've ever done.
That's a 5-star.
He's only gone and done it.
Hang on.
Titch.
Am I allowed to talk now?
Are you just like say?
Oh, here we go.
We've got you for the beer review.
I'm here for the beer review. How's my week been? Fucking shit. Anyway, beer review. I'm on a 5 for this one, mate. I am absolutely loving this. This is fucking quality. This is absolutely great. When I first tasted it, I was a bit like, yeah. And the more I fucking tasted it,
First
it is
it's
great.
a little bit overpowering, but as you get into it,
You got to work the Stella out of your mouth. That's
I'm not
what-
just saying that so you don't top yourself. I'm genuinely, this is
good
great.
shit.
It's a high
great.
possibility that if anybody changes it from 5 to 4, I'm
shut the fuck
Oh,
up.
I'm on and gone. Like.
This is not a fucking something to joke about.
sorry.
Anyway, yeah, I'm on a 5.
And yourself, is it you brought it?
Well, I'm going to say 5 all round because
Well,
I
that's
bought it. Therefore, best beer you've ever tasted.
Marlon, make a soundboard button.
Which
Do
one
the,
do you want?
Yellow button.
Let me just and then we'll pop on to old tarmac.
I suck on them, me chavvy.
Right. Excellent. I'm glad we're all in agreement. It's been it's a fantastic beer.
Yeah, to be fair, that's one of the best ones we've had on. I
Right,
think.
let's give one more shout out. It's a Lyme Regis Brewery and it's 104 degrees. It is a white and a lime green can.
The old session pale ale.
That's made me all fuzzy inside.
I'll make you fuzzy inside later.
Stole my joke.
Daddy.
Stole my joke. Fuck you. Right. Anyway,
So back onto
back
the
on to really, really serious topics.
yeah.
I won't make a joke about it. I'm sorry.
No, you do what you fucking want. It's your episode. Do what you fucking like.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Take full advantage of that.
What would you say to someone suffering?
With mental health.
Yeah.
There's a
Or
few.
just-
I know for a fact there's a few people out there that listen to this
Sure.
who are suffering and whatnot, and you know we've spoken to them and they've sort of spoken to us, and they've said like after the Young Farmers episode, like really appreciate you guys talking about that. I'm going through similar things, and we've given them some sort of advice and spoken to them. But what would you say to them personally, a man in your situation?
Don't ever think that you are on your own, and don't ever think that you can't get help for what you're going through. You know, one of the main things for me when I first started going through this is that I thought I was on my own, that if I went to talk to anybody, they would, like with doctors, there's the stigma of they're just going to chuck medication at you and send you on your way. In a sense, sure, when I went to the doctors, they chucked medication at me and left me to my own devices. But when it's one of those that mental health is such a touchy sort of subject that it can take time to find the best support for you and to find the best course for you. So, I started off taking medication that didn't sit well with me at all, and it made me a lot worse. But I think you need to allow yourself that time to find what works for you. And, for some people, taking antidepressants isn't the way to go. And for some people, going to counselling isn't the way to go. Some people just don't want to talk about it. And it's completely acceptable that what you're going through is what you're going through. Don't ever think that there's somebody who's got it worse than you. It's
not a
about
fucking
you.
competition.
No, it's not. Like you said, it's not a competition about who's more sad than the other. If you're talking to, I'll use an example of between me and Titch. If you're talking to somebody who's going through a mental health problem the same as you, you're there together to support each other. So get yourself that support network that you can use just so that you can, if you've had a shit day, you can just turn around to someone and you can say, look, mate, I've had a fucking shitter. And you can just sit down and you can have a chat about it. And you can, it doesn't have to be that they're going to turn around to you. This song's a fucking beat. It doesn't have to be that person that you're talking to is then going to automatically be able to turn around and tell you the exact thing that you need to hear that's going to completely snap you out of what's going on. Because that, I'll be fucking blunt, that doesn't exist. There's not one thing that someone can say to me that's just going to stop me going through what I'm going through.
No.
But just having someone to talk to say, I've had a fucking shit, this what's happened, and someone to just go, it'll get better. Because at the time when it's as bad as it can be, you can't see the light and the way out of it. All you can see is I'm stuck in this awful mindset of nothing's ever going to get better. This is as worse as it will ever be. But there's always someone to talk to that will always reassure that what you're going through will come to an end.
like for me, like interjecting a little bit on this episode,
Then
but
you carry
like
on.
Please do.
you messaged me out of the blue. You know, we've never met. You just messaged me out of the blue and was checking in on me, making sure everything was okay. And for that to happen to me when you messaged me that, it changed me a lot, you know. And it's just like someone it's finding like-minded people that understand.
People care. People do care.
They do, and you know, the worst thing is to try and explain to someone that doesn't understand, you know, and trying to explain your struggles where you can't get out of bed. I mean, I'm going to take, for example, today, I know I've obviously just come onto this episode, but like, I haven't been able to get out of bed today. Like, I've been in bed since last night and I haven't been able to get out of bed. I haven't eaten, I haven't drunk, I haven't done anything today. And to use this as my release, you know, this is the first time I've got out of bed today, and it's great, you know, and it's finding like-minded people that understand you, and just to have a chat, whether it be absolute rubbish. And like Tom said, go back to, you know, the podcast with the young farmers and stuff. You know, those guys there, you know, they opened up and they're really, really nice guys. And I've spoke to Hector every single day since, you know. He's phoned me up and we've had 2-hour conversations and just talk a load of rubbish. But
Yeah, that's it.
it's those type of things that help. And like Tom said, that everyone's different, but it's finding that support bubble, finding those like-minded people. And that is the way that you get help.
Yeah.
I think you're absolutely right, and I also want to add to that. When I went into counselling, in the back of my mind, and I said this to my counsellor, that I felt almost ashamed to be in a bad position mentally, because I had everything going for me. At the time, I had 2 Range Rovers. I still do now because I'm a fucking idiot.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
You know, if you told someone, I got 2 Range Rovers.
To be fair, I think 2 Range Rovers would push someone over the edge sometimes.
It does, yeah.
Have you fixed that transfer box yet, Shaq?
No, I haven't. No, you know what? And I haven't. I'm not fucking got it.
I don't even know what a fucking transfer box is.
It's what transfers power from the gearbox to the front and rear wheels
Oh, there you
to
go.
make it four-wheel drive.
Can I be a mechanic now?
Yeah, you are officially qualified.
Mechanic.
You
I
are
can fix a sewing machine
mechanic.
quick as fuck.
You are Doghouse
You're one of they
qualified.
cunts, aren't you?
Well, I make handbags.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love a handbag.
Them
on.
singer
Don't
singer
tell Dol
boys.
that, for fuck's sake.
Singer. Who got the keys to my bim bimmer? Who am I?
No, like in singer is in like
Yeah, I know,
really
singer
nice.
that really knows.
We don't use singers, so joke's on you, you fuck.
Well, it's not a joke because you don't use singers, is it?
What are you jabbering about? So, what I was saying.
Them Chinese import shags.
Yeah, we get them.
Fucking
Right,
sewing
anyway,
machines.
I shut the fuck up. Sorry.
It doesn't matter who you are. Like, you look at all these singers, famous people. They got everything going for them. Millions of dollars, millions of pounds. You know, record deals coming out of their ass. Everything to live for. Great house, great wife, got great kids, and they top themselves. It doesn't matter who you are. Depression doesn't discriminate. I had everything going for me back then. You know, yeah, I lost my mum, but if you think about it, it's a drop in the ocean. I had a fantastic, partner at the time before she became my wife. Great job. My fucking future was set. It still is. But at the time, couldn't see any of that. All I could see was shit.
This
and how-
big ass black hole.
Yeah, just this constant black hole where you just think, I can't get out of this. Everything's crap. Why can't I just fucking feel right? You know, getting I just felt like shit all the time. And I didn't have any fucking worries in the world. None. I was not worried about anything. You know, everything was set out for me. It's still, it's not within reason. It still is. I've still got it. I'm very fortunate to be in the position that I'm in. But I've worked fucking hard to get where I am. Don't get me wrong. And you got to walk into it's hard to walk into a doctor's office and they see you. They're just like, you're not doing well. That's fine. Yeah, we'll square you up. Don't ever think that because, you're doing well in life and everything's all rosy that people are going to be like, oh, well, you shouldn't be depressed. You shouldn't be feeling bad, because you can. Anyone can be like you are, like I have been, and like Marlon and Titch is, and Marlon has been as well. It doesn't make a fucking difference at all.
They say that money can't buy you happiness.
It
It can buy you
helps.
it can buy you temporary happiness.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
but
fucking
that's
true.
it. That's all it can buy, and you can be happy for a very, very short amount of time. You can have all the things in the world. And like you said, you see all these singers, you see all these people with all the money, living the lifestyle. you know, you look at, you know, I'm going to talk about this in a later episode, but you look at me and you think, oh, you know, if anyone knows me, you know, he does drifting, he does commentary, you know, he stand up in front of people, he does all this, does that. He
Shitload
teaches,
of things going
you know,
on.
I teach and everything
You're
like that.
literally one of the busiest men I know.
But yet that doesn't set aside from what's going on behind the scenes and everything like that. You know, when you look at it on paper, it looks fantastic, but no
That's
one
exactly it.
knows
That's it.
what's going on behind the scenes, and it's tough, and people need to seek help and not be scared to seek help, I guess.
I think that's when my grandfather went, I was lost. He was the man that taught me the majority of things I know. Get your hands dirty, get down, put your work in. When he went, I thought I had nothing. I just kind of immersed myself in my garage with his tools and made some stuff like we used to do. And then I turned to alcohol and other things, and I was lost for a good 6 months. And then with the help of Reg, Curbs, Big Mule, Big Connor, few good friends, and of course Big Chief, Jesus. Without her, I would have been.
Don't bear thinking about, does it?
Yeah. Yeah. Your network is to me, the network was the best thing I had. And I'm still lost without him, but we're in a better place now.
I know the feeling, man. I mean, like, without my mum, I just think, like, you know, she was same as your grandfather. She was fucking incredible. I mean, she did everything. She was a caver. She was a biker. She was a horse rider. She was, you know, my old man, God bless him, he's a hell of a bloke, but he wasn't around a lot in my childhood. He was busy working like fuck and, you know, trying to provide for the family. So my mum was like, you know, my parent, not without taking anything away from my dad, but me and my mum were very close, and, you know, and yeah. And when I lost her, I was like, fuck, that's the person that I spoke to about all my problems.
Yeah.
And now I haven't got that person to speak about all my problems to. And now she's gone. Oh, where the fuck does that land me? And, you know, as much as, like, oh, don't get me wrong, I love my wife to pieces. And, you know, in recent years, my wife is the one I go to. When she passed, I was like, I don't know if I can talk to you about this kind of shit. My mum was always like she was like my counselor, my personal counselor. I talked to her about everything. And when she went on, it was like, shit, I'm, where do I go from here? You know, I'm stuck. And, you know, I have learned to get on with it. I've learned to deal with it. And I've learned a hell of a lot of things in the, you know, 6-7 years since. But at that time, like you say, you just in that hole where you're like, what fuck am I gonna do? But I think it was the, you know, the people that had around me, my fucking darling, like you say, Big Chief to you, my darling wife, and my good mates, and that's what helped me pull me through, along with the help of the NHS and the counselling and, you know, the doctors and that. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, yeah, well, fuck me, the trains might not run on time at the NHS, as we all know, but, you know, it looks like shit, but it works in the end, as long as you've got people around you. And even if you don't have people around you, like we've said previously on this podcast and previous podcasts, like we are here, like we are the Doghouse.
We are now building a community.
We are the Doghouse, but you are the Doghouse. You know what I mean? Like, we're all the Doghouse, and we are like a little fucking family here. And I like to think that we're all going to look after each other. So if there's any shit going on you got going on, Just fucking
Hit
talk
someone
about
up.
it. Hit somebody up. Hit us up.
Literally.
Hit any of the boys up. You know, the girls, the boys, everyone that fucking listens. You know, we're all here.
Yeah, my inbox is always open for anyone who wants to talk, and I think the important thing is like realizing that there's something wrong. For me personally, I haven't had a pinnacle moment in my life where I've gone, "That's really shit," and I've been affected by that.
That's where it went wrong, kind of thing.
It's just a build up of everything, and suddenly realizing that, hang on, something's not right here. Something completely, I can't, I've done the counselling, I've done all that, and, I'll talk about that on a later episode. But, like, for me, they were trying to find where it all started, and there isn't a moment where it started. It's just one of these things that's built up, and everything builds up and builds up and builds up. And regardless of whether you think, I've been through this, or I've been through that, or I've been through this, it might be that you've literally had nothing. There's not a single moment that you can pinpoint, and it might just be, I don't
this and a bit.
I don't want you sitting back and thinking, because I haven't had something like that happen to me, then there's nothing wrong with me. That's completely the wrong thing to think, and I don't want anyone to think that. So my inbox is always open for anyone who wants to, and believe it or not, like, people inboxing me, if they're struggling, that helps me, weirdly,
just to talk about something.
Exactly, and I can sit there and I can talk for hours and hours and hours to people about different, things, and just, even if they don't want to talk about the situation that they're in, just having a chat with someone, and that helps me, that helps you, and that's all that matters, really. Anyway, that's my little 2 pence.
I'm sort of likewise to what Titch was sort of saying is, for me, there has been the pinnacle, sort of, I can put my thumb on what has started everything for me. I mean, I don't really want to go into what it is, because a bit shit, but the same sort of thing of there doesn't have to be that one thing that sets it off. There doesn't have to be anything. That it can just be a doctor's told me before, it can just be a chemical imbalance in your brain that just causes that, and then medication can help give you the boost of serotonin and everything like that can help.
People very close to me in the family have had that chemical imbalance. They've always been told that, and there's nothing particular that's gone wrong. It's just there's something wrong in their brain that just causes it, and there's they've had good lives, but you just can't get past it. And so it's just a matter, like you say, of medication and counselling and stuff like that. That it's a management thing. Constant management, and then you're gonna get dips and troughs, and you're gonna get peaks, and it just goes on like that.
It's mental health is one of those that obviously with you get the flu, you get given antibiotics that fights the flu, you get over it. With mental health, it's not a case of here's some tablets, this will stop it. It's just a case of this will help you deal with day to day until we can find a construct of like a plan in a sense. So
a long-term plan that's going to be good for you.
So if you're starting to feel yourself diving down, you will then be given the steps to, okay, I need to get out of the house and go for a walk, or I just need to go out and get some fresh air. Because I sound like a fucking old man, but just going out and going for a walk, I lied at the beginning of the podcast and said that my week at work had been fucking shit. I haven't been at work this week. I've been at home because I've been fucking rock bottom low this week. And it all it took for me to get out of that was I had yesterday with my missus, and we went out for a walk. Instantly fresh air. I hadn't had fresh air for 5 days because I'm a hermit and I play PC.
Somebody has to.
But just 4K porn.
There's nothing like it. There's nothing like
fucking
it.
ace. You watch they fucking Latina bitches in 4K.
Oh Jesus! I mean, I mean, when Doll's out for a night, I bang that up on the 65 inch.
We've heard.
Jesus.
Oh, fuck me. If you
brain
ring me
toddler
now,
again, yeah.
I feel like we're basically best friends now that you've claimed that you're like part dad now. But I swear to fucking God, if I get a phone call from you saying, "Here, can I come over and watch some big booty bitches on your fucking dual monitor?"
White boy summer.
White boy summer.
If you're going to fucking sign up to Chatterbait, I'm not on it.
No chat, mate. Nah.
I'm not going to come
Is that still a
downstairs.
thing?
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, it's still a thing. I mean, it might be a thing.
I mean, yeah, I'm not.
I don't know whether it is.
Allegedly, apparently.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well.
back to depression. I can't remember what I was saying.
I
Big
totally
booty
agree.
Latinas.
On getting out of the house and going for a walk.
Yes,
The
yeah.
thing is, it might seem like the biggest hurdle of getting out of bed and getting dressed, and not even. I mean, you don't want to look like shit, but just getting dressed and getting outside the house. I know it's going to sound really cliche, but fresh air and just movement. I've said,
100%.
how many times have I said it on this podcast?
Yeah.
Getting out, getting the blood pumping.
Yeah.
There is nothing like it. I know I speak for somebody else in my family who has been through similar to me, and they took up running, and they said to me that running was one of the best therapies they've ever had. Themselves, their headphones, and just getting on a jog.
I thought about starting running, and then I realised that I am a lazy.
Oh yeah,
piece of shit.
same as me.
Yeah, I hear
I
you
am an
there.
absolute sedentary piece of shit. I
If-
wouldn't.
No, you're not.
I'm not going.
Because you
I'm
do
not,
like you've
Oh,
got
yeah,
your
I do.
home gym set up.
Yeah,
and
I know. Yeah,
everything.
but I'm not going for a run. Fuck that. But walking, just getting outside, just walking around. It is amazing. That's speaking from a personal preference. It might not work for everyone, but give it a go. If you
And there's so many places where we are here
Yeah,
on the
in the
Mendips
Mendips.
or even on the Quantox, you know, that
Yeah.
you don't realise.
all over the British Isles, there are some incredible places, and just taking in a breathtaking view can.
Wouldn't go down Bridgewater.
It sounds so middle aged.
Do you know what the best road out of Bridgewater is?
Yeah, the road out.
The road out. I said it. I've had 4 beers. I said the punchline before.
Bridgewater listeners, we're sorry. Right, I think it's time to sort of square off. You good?
Right. So, remember, we are always here. So, our doghouse is in the _doghouse_. Here's up on Instagram. Mine, Marlon, is in. No, it's not, is it?
In Marlon.
It's Doghouse Marlon. Titch is
At driftstitch_.
Carver's.
Oh, fuck me. At Tom Carver __ because just one underscore was taken.
To be fair, you got your full name. That's pretty good. We really had to struggle with our name.
Yeah.
We thought we could get.
Right. So, we've got some shout outs as well.
Boy! Changed up the mood here.
And then we got one big ass announcement.
Oh, I don't even know about this
No,
announcement.
you
either.
have no
Oh,
idea.
I'm
Because you
fully
fucked
torqued.
up the release of the episodes.
Is it all going to be kind of backwards? Are you going to
No.
have to... No?
It'll
Okay.
be fine.
Right, okay.
But, right, so shout outs are Luke Shepherd. Damn, boy. Thank you very much, mate. We really appreciate you. So basically, can everyone pull out their phone a minute?
Yeah.
Go to the browser.
Yeah.
www.
Yeah.
Dot.
Mine automatically came up with Gun Trader. When I
Mine
Mine's come up
automatically.
Mine's come up with Pornhub.
Mine automatically came up on private browsing.
Right. www. Dot.
Yeah.
In the Doghouse podcast.
Dog house. Oh, I don't have autocorrect. This just sucks. Podcast.
.uk.
.uk. Oh my god!
Oh, shit.
There we go.
Fuck! Marlon! Holy shit! This is awesome. You've done a thing. You've done it.
our pre-sale, when this goes out, will end tomorrow.
Wow.
Oof.
So it's come out all the wrong way, hasn't it? So like, there's going to be what? Yeah. All right.
So our pre-sale ends on the 20th.
Right. So fucking just get it in now. Now's your last chance.
Yeah. You have... I'll probably leave it open till...
Whenever Marlon feels like turning it off.
Yeah.
Fucking you got the Spicy Boys
So at least,
Hot
yeah.
Damn limited edition. This is fucking brilliant. I know this is going to come out all in the wrong order, but
That's it. This is the first time they've seen this.
The first time I have seen this, you've actually done it.
How many weeks did I have left to bring it out?
Less than 4. No, wait, I can't remember. When did we say? It was first week of December, something like that, wasn't
First week of 80 Beers Around the World.
So is this all live? This is live and ready to go?
This
This is actually now, if I
Right,
went on
so-
here now, I could actually order shit.
yeah.
And I could actually put money in and you could send, it would go in as a
That's it.
pre-order.
And you have about
I mean,
18 hours left.
Honestly, this is, I love the FAQs.
I've already put in to be notified when the t-shirts are available.
So have I.
I wonder why my phone was going off. And there will be a few more little bits on there as well, which I'm just squaring up with Dale. Shout out to Dale as well.
Yes, eat a boy.
What a fucking hero. Loves working with small companies. He is so keen.
Oh shit, you can, oh yeah, oh shit, it's all there. Marlon, fuck me, you've gone all out, Dry.
Yeah.
Does that actually, I mean, I don't want to start a fight or anything, but does that mean that Reg now owes you
Yeah.
how many bottles?
It was 200 bottles of Budweiser, but Marlon changed it to a keg of Budweiser, so I did say I'd buy him a keg of Budweiser if merch was available to buy before, I can't remember when of December, I want to say it was like the 8th, but I know it was a first, well, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because he's fucking done it, and it looks fucking badass. I'm not, you've done a thing.
I've done a thing. It was, obviously, I've never done anything like this before. And it was really difficult.
I love this FAQs.
Oh, I was just reading those. They're brilliant.
Don't try and eat anything we send out to you. Don't put your fingers in anything. No sexual asphyxiation, etc.
Literally, it was like, you need to have FAQs. And I was like, well, why? Well, so nobody dies. And I was like, oh, I got this.
This is fucking brilliant.
Literally, don't put your dick in anything.
It's done.
Don't try and strangle yourself. It's live. That is live.
Fair
Fair play, Marlon.
There we go. Look, it's all there. It's
I'd
fucking done.
say that's worth a keg of Budweiser and a hand job.
Oh well, I don't know. I might get dollar square out the hand job, but you know, we're all friends here. It's done. It's done. He's fucking done it. My God. Wow. Okay. Right, Marlon. We all bow to the big merch man. You've done it. We all took the piss out of you for a long time. It's coming. It's coming. You've actually done
Right.
it.
So, on the website, we've got t-shirts, we've got flat peaks, we've got mesh backs. We've also got, which is not quite live on the website now, we've got them beanie hats.
Oh, we're doing beanies, are we?
Yeah,
This is
doing
news
beanie,
to me.
yeah.
So it's just a whole nother world, this end.
Yeah.
I just do audio shit.
And maybe something else if I can square it up. So just keep your shit lit.
Right.
So this
Doghouse
is your
dildos.
last chance to order. If you're hearing this now, on the date it gets released, this is your last chance to order. Put them in, Shag. Put them in. Remember, it's all the merch is pre-order as well. So obviously tomorrow the pre-order closes. So as of tomorrow, I'll ring Dale up on Monday, put in the order. That gets obviously delivered
To
probably 7 days ish. So
Basically,
we put the order in on
get it, all right? Calm down.
You will get it.
You'll get it. And
So-
if you don't get it, just hit us up. Don't go bitching. Just hit us up. Be like, yo, we haven't got a fucking t-shirt, and we'll chase it up and we'll square it up. Don't worry.
shout out to Big Chief for getting a fucking printer label machine thing.
Oh, did she actually?
Yeah.
Oh, get on. Let's see more money, more fucking
Yeah.
money we've invested in this podcast.
Yeah.
There doesn't. I've stopped keeping track now.
Yeah.
I've really stopped keeping. Fucking
There is
track.
no point.
No, it's just money. Then the fucking dream.
Website hosting is dear mind.
Yeah. Oh well, everyone wants their fucking bit, don't they?
Yeah.
The website wants a bit,
So-
and then the fucking merchant wants a bit.
Wix wants £20 a month.
Yeah, and then
Then-
they take a bit for every sale that we make.
Then
And
then
then
PayPal take 2.9%.
right. Anyway, we got some shout outs to do. You got done all your shout outs?
Yeah, no, we're done.
No, I got one shout out to do because I know when this is coming out. Right, Sam Thomas. This is coming out on the week of your birthday. Your girlfriend, Sam Penfold Garrett, messaged us, said, oh, please, can you shout out my boyfriend? He'll really appreciate it. So, And I know you really enjoyed the roast of your Rover V8, so I thought we'd just give you a little bit more of a roast. Your Mark IV is fucking legitness with the Annie rep front splitter. Let me just get that clear. Anniversary rep. I can tell that because it's got the slightly angular points to it, not the nice smooth curves. But I like that.
He's got the fucking eBay special.
Don't get it fucking twisted. Yeah, I know. It's smart. I mean, it's not painted, but yeah, it is what it is. I liked the disco wheels you had on the cunt, and then you clagged them fucking Audi, what they like. You know the ones, Titch. The Audi wheels that every VW man puts on.
The old S lines.
Oh, we know, yeah.
Yeah,
we know.
The S lines with the sort of anthracite faces and then the diamond cut edges. They were but I'll be honest, Drive, bin that fucking light bar off, you absolute cabinet.
Keep the light bar.
Get rid of the light bar.
Keep the light bar.
Don't do it to yourself. You look like the only type of cunt that does 20 in a school zone. All right.
Keep the light bar.
No, don't fucking
Ignore
do
that
it.
cunt.
Also, I noticed your dent on the near side front wing. You have the exact same dent in the exact same place as I did on my Mark IV Golf.
Was that from cruising through school zones?
Well, no, I was wondering if his crazy ex-girlfriend did that too.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Also, I just shout out to Nick at this point.
And also, can we share pictures of our ex-girlfriends? Just sort of slam that out there to you, Sam.
I can't have any.
Not you can.
Yes, you do. I know her.
Well.
No, I don't have any pictures of her.
Right, anyway, so your trailer's cool. I really like your fucking
trailer's badass.
Trailer's fucking badass. Cut about, bought a fucking tubular frame, all that shit. You got shit for V8, and we love you.
I miss the old one.
Thank you. Yes, there you go. Happy birthday, man. Don't think we're gonna do that for everyone. She asked a long time ago, and she got in there quick. You know, she got in there a long time.
You
before.
got a hella girl there, man.
Yeah, well, and that's a full roast you've had there of all.
Sam, we know I love you.
You're a piece of shit.
I love your dad.
I love your dad. What the fuck?
Yeah,
right.
You have no idea who that is, do you?
No, I don't. Right. Anyway, so I bet time we fucked off, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think. Right. Anyway, Tom, most of all, thank you so much for coming on for this one.
Honestly, thank you so much for having me.
No, fuck that. It's difficult to find people that want to talk about mental health so openly, and you've been here and you've been an absolute open book, and I think you've helped not only I'll be honest, you've helped the listeners, but you've helped myself and Marlon Titch here, just being so like absolutely frank and straight down the line about it. When we little insight the podcast before we got going, I said, like, if you don't want to talk about it, it's fine, mate, we'll cut it out, blah 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 blah. And you're like, no, just ask me everything. And literally we have asked you everything, and you have just answered it as you would any other question.
Just before we go, the way I look at it is, if I can talk about what I have been through as frank and openly as I can, then I just hope that it means that other people don't necessarily come onto a fucking podcast and talk about throwing flip-flops at strippers and stuff.
Stop! No more, please.
But,
talk about that story.
But I hope. I just hope that me being able to come onto here and talk about what I've been through to you guys means that people can find it in themselves with the strength and confidence to be able to go and actually find the help that they need to help them on the way to basically getting themselves back to not needing to be medically assisted and not have to go out and get counselling, and just be able to, function day by day within their own happiness rather than a medically induced happiness. And if at any point anyone ever needs to talk, I know everybody here has already said that they're more than happy to. And likewise, if anybody ever needs to talk to anybody, please just drop me a message, whether it be day or night. I am fucking sad. I don't do anything with my life, so I'm more than happy to say hello.
What a fucking message to end on.
Bar terrible gaming.
No, because I'm a Fortnite gamer.
He's a pro gamer.
Literally, you're
an
like
absolute
my missus.
I've never
scumbag,
played
Marlon.
Fortnite.
I love
you
Fortnite.
don't play Fortnite.
I absolutely
Fuck
love.
no, do I play Fortnite?
I love
I've got
Fortnite.
a girlfriend.
I absolutely love Fortnite.
Big Chief loves Fortnite.
Oh, hook her up on it.
Does she play PC?
Tag team.
Wow, mate, she will kill you.
Does she
You're
play?
like 4 foot tall. She'll kill you.
Does she play PC?
Yeah.
Mad, me and your missus are going to be...
Phasmophobia?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah?
Your missus is going to leave you for me soon.
Right.
So
That's a
Marlon's
conversation
in the
for off the
market for a new missus. So anyone keen or no?
Right, it's time for us to peace out. I've been
Right.
fucking Reg.
I've been Marlon.
I've been Tom.
And I've been Titch in the background.
And that's the end.
Oh.
Until next week!
Hey!